Hello and welcome back to Rana. My name is Beast, and today we're back with more Koikari. Started the recording a bit late again, sadly. I'm probably also gonna try to keep it a bit shorter again. It's just like a mix between. I don't actually want to get through the games as quickly as I do because that's still a problem for me currently. It would still cause trouble for me if I just play these games too quickly, because then I'll run out of games to play. The other reason being that I actually want to kind of try to fix my sleeping schedule so I'm not completely fucking destroyed anymore if I ever actually get at least an internship or something. Yeah, that's why. And let's just go ahead. Please repeat yourself.
Yuki-kun.
Didn't I tell you not to drink too much? Tsubaki limbly clings to my back. Tsubaki's limbly clinging to my back. She's pretty drunk. Oh, not as drunk as what you drank. That strong drink Aki brought over one time.
Tsubaki-san, 大丈夫なの?
Yeah, well, she'll be back to normal in a bit. You should head home yourself before you miss the last train.
わかってるってば。ユキこそちゃんと椿さん家まで送るのよ。襲っちゃダメだからね。ユキ君の匂いがする。
Feels like she's the one who's going to make a move on me, though.
気をつけてね。じゃあ、バイバイ。
Yeah, later. Tsuyuki taught her off, carrying Tsubaki in the opposite direction to the station, so I don't understand what it means when they became real paramours. But at least Yuki will keep pretending to be my boyfriend, so that's good.
あれ？なんだろう。ここら辺がチクッとする。
My chest suddenly starts to hurt, and my vision starts to flicker out of anxiety. I thought I had recovered, but I'm starting to feel vertigo from the anxiety.
ユキくん、もっとしっかりお尻掴んでくれないと落っこちちゃう。
You sure you want me to grab your ass like this?
やっぱりダメ。
Oh, that's too bad. I make the trek back home, carrying Tsubaki in my back. She's surprisingly light. Though what's more distracting than her ass is the squishy soft sensation of her chest on my back.
ぐわー。
What happened here? He suddenly tugs at the corners of my mouth.
ユキくん、やっぱりモテるじゃないの。
Now what's all this about?
なんでもないわ。
Oh, have you sobered up already?
ごめんなさい。もう下ろしても大丈夫だから。
No thanks, I quite enjoy getting to feel your body like this.
誰かに見られたら恥ずかしいわ。
Tons of people were staring on the way here, though.
嘘。
You're so beautiful, you attract attention, whether you like it or not.
もし同僚とかに見られてたら死んじゃうわ。
You're an adult, these things happen.
お酒に失敗してもいいのは最初だけよ。
Can't wait until I can drink alcohol so I can get you dead drunk and pounce on you, Tsubaki.
ユキくんのエッチ、別にそんなことしなくたって、その気になれば今だってできるでしょ。
What? Do you want me to pounce on you?
誰もそんなこと言ってないわ。調子に乗らないの。
Ow, that really hurts, you know.
実は得意なの。
Tsubaki pokes me in the forehead again. But you aren't getting down, huh? Want me to baby you today?
違うわ。これはユキくんに対する罰よ。
This punishment is more like a reward to me.
私以外の女の子と楽しそうにお話ししてた罰。
You're gonna be more jealous than I expected, Tsubaki.
そういう女は嫌い？
If it's you, Tsubaki, I'm all for it.
ほんと。どこでそんな口説き文句覚えたのかしら？
I had a lot of different part-time jobs, so I've just naturally learned how to pretend to be an adult.
私はもう大人なのに、そううまくはできていないわ。今だって こうやって年下の男の子に甘えちゃってるもの。
Just because you're an adult doesn't mean you can't be babied, does it?
それもそうね。じゃあ、せっかくだから、もうしばらく甘えさせてもらうわね。
After that, Tsubaki says no more, simply staying still as she nuzzles her cheek against my back. Okay, we're here, Tsubaki. We're here. Tsubaki? No answer. Turn around, thinking she's asleep, but instead she's staring at me with a serious look on her face. Something wrong?
いえ、ごめんなさい。結局、部屋まで甘えちゃって。
The excitement overcame the fatigue, so honestly, it wasn't too bad.
そう。男の子だものね。
Oh, they fucking. Slowly let Tsubaki down, but for some reason, Tsubaki's warmth and scent linger on my neck. Do you still want me to baby you?
そうみたい。今日はなんだかもう、ユキくんのことを返したくなくなっちゃった。
The lights still off. Tsubaki keeps holding me in her embrace, not stirring one bit. Can I take that as an invitation?
野暮なことは聞いちゃダメよ。私に恥をかかせるつもり？
Oh, so that's why you won't let go of me? You don't want me to see your face?
そうよ。悪い？
It's not hard to imagine what sort of face Tsubaki is making right now. I'm sure if our eyes met, I wouldn't be able to stop myself. Obviously, I'm happy, but isn't that still a little too early for us?
愛人なのに全くそういうことをしないっていうのもおかしな話でしょ？秋にも突っ込まれてたじゃないの。
What do you really feel?
焚きつけられちゃったっていうのかしら。もっと私だけのユキくんとの特別なつながりが欲しくなったの。
Thought something was strange since you got drunk in public. Never seen her drink. I've seen her have a drink with her meal at the restaurant. I've seen her have a drink with her meal at the restaurant a few times, but she's always kept it in moderation.
前も言ったけど、こんなのお酒の力でも借りなきゃ無理よ。それに、たとえ本気で酔っ払っちゃっても、今はユキくんが一緒だから平気だと思って。
Oh shucks, I'm happy you rely on me, Tsubaki.
気持ちがこもってないわ。やり直し。
Please cut me some slack. I'm doing my best not to turn around and leap at you.
私はいつでも歓迎なんだけれど。
The grip on her embrace suddenly loosens. I'm not tense enough to not pick up on that sign. There's something I have to do first. Sorry, could you give me just a second?
あら、私とこの完璧なムードより優先することがあるのかしら？
Sorry, but yes, just one. Hello? Tsuki? Only chance not coming home tonight.
明日はお赤飯ですね。
Oh, she knows what's going on. Hold on, isn't like Sekihan like red rice or whatever? Red bean rice. Isn't that like... That is like something that's eaten for celebrations at this point, but it used to be like for when women had their first menstrual cycle. So in a way, it's kind of like became for yes, not a virgin anymore. Here you go, red rice, as well. As far as I know, don't quote me on this. It's just what I heard at one point. I don't even remember where I heard it. Thanks for being perceptive. Be sure to lock up properly.
わかりました。では、兄様が帰りたくても帰ってこられないよう、チェーンもかけておきますね。
I'm actually glad to hear that for once. Well, good night.
はい、兄様。
Finish my call with my beloved little sister while Tsubaki's still embracing me.
ねえ、ユキくん。私、月ちゃんにも嫉妬していいかしら？
I'll be giving you lots of love tonight, so let's call it even.
この状況で言われると、 さすがにちょっと気色悪いわね。
That's so mean. I love you so much, Tsubaki.
言葉だけじゃ伝わらないわよ。だから、その、態度で示してちょうだい。
You know how sometimes, like with these, like I've talked about this before, how sometimes random lines just like show up, like pop up in my head. Like, when he's like, "Hey Yuki, is it okay if I feel jealousy towards Suki?" What if you just like, in a reply to that, just said like, "If it means you'll be this adorable all the time, then sure, go ahead." I take a deep breath and free myself from the loose grip in Tsubaki's arms. I can turn around and face her. Instead of hugging her again, I give her a little kiss, a simple touch of the lips. It's not fair for you to say that now. Yeah, she said, "I love Yuki-kun, I love you and all that, but we're not going through the kissy noises." I said, "We're not going through the kissy noises." I embraced Tsubaki tight and kissed her hard without holding back. Not only can I smell her scent, I can taste her slightly sweet saliva too. Stop that, please. Please talk. Please talk. Please talk. Fuck it. Me too. It was only a kiss. How did it end up this hard to breathe? My heart's throbbing hard and my back's sweating.
キスだけでおしまい？
You don't have to force yourself to take the lead, you know.
あら生意気。ユキくんはそういうのがいいかと思ったのに。
We can save that for some other time, so let me take the lead today.
乱暴にしちゃやよ。
Of course. Yes, of course. Press our lips against each other once more as I awkwardly wrap my hand around Tsubaki's back. Something comes undone with a snap as Tsubaki twitches in my arms.
ユキくん。
I hold Tsubaki in place with a kiss as I somehow manage to take off her bra.
もう脱がせたいのならそう言えばいいのに。
It's important to maintain the mood, isn't it? But, look at the size of this thing.
剥ぎ取った人のブラをまじまじと見ないの？ムードとやらは一体どこへ行ったのよ。
I get the sudden urge to sniff Tsubaki's bra, but I'll obviously contain myself.
じゃあ上も脱ぐわね。
Please wait.
何よ、もしかしてユキくんが脱がせてくれるのかしら？
I've been thinking this for a while, but that top's way too sexy. It really shows off your shoulders and armpits.
大人なんだからこれくらい普通よ。それともユキくんはこういうの嫌い？
No, I love it, which is why.
ちょっと何して。
You know, obviously.
ひどいわユキくん。初めてなのに生エッチした挙句そのまま仲出しするだなんて。
Like, I know we didn't see the sex scene, but by God, I can tell what she looked like in the sex scene. He did not take off her top. He just like kind of like bunched him together in between the valley. I love you, Tsubaki.
いつもと違って戸惑いがあったわ。10点。
Wait, 10 out of what?
もちろん100点よ。
I'll take responsibility.
ほんと？嘘じゃない？いやいやだったりしない？
We can go another round right now if you want.
ダメ。本当に赤ちゃんできちゃったら困るのはユキくんよ。私はもう大人だから別にいいけれど。
I wish I could become a full-fledged adult soon, too.
じゃあそれまではお姉さんと一緒にエッチもたくさん練習しましょうね。
I guess you aren't fully sober yet, huh?
そういうことにしておいてくれるとありがたいわ。
Tsubaki smiles in satisfaction as she falls onto me.
さすがに疲れちゃったわ。ユキくん、抱きしめてちょうだい。
If you stick this close to me, I might get hard again.
今日はもう我慢しなさい。
I keep flirting with Tsubaki for a while until I find myself drifting off into sleep.
この胸の
Emmy
高鳴
turns
りは
out to be clueless after
良
all.
くない
What's
心
this
臓の病
throbbing
気
my
かも。
chest? Do I have a heart disease? Wow, Emmy, are you retarded? Tsubaki?
なあに、ユキくん。
Morning after Tsubaki and I first consummated our relationship, for some reason Tsubaki's wearing her tracksuit and sitting perfectly straight opposite from me.
これから昨晩の反省会をします。
What?
じゃないの？私たちが一体何をしてしまったか、まさかもう忘れたんじゃないでしょうね。
Personally, I don't think there's anything we need to evaluate.
本当にそう言える？月ちゃんの前でもそう言える？付き合ってもないのに調子乗って仲出しセックスしちゃいましたって真顔で言える？
If I did, Suki would start preaching to me.
むしろお説教で済むのね。
But anyway, you were amazing last night, Tsubaki. You were so erotic.
お願いだからもう少し賢いコメントをしてもらえないかしら。私までアホみたいに思われるじゃないの。
Tsubaki looks dejected. Never thought my first time would be with an older woman who'd force me to come inside her. Ooh.
気持ちよさそうな顔で喜んでたくせに。あ、今の録音したから後で月ちゃんに聞かせてもいいかしら。
No, you take my brother authority away from me!
兄貴って何よ？真剣みたいに言わないの？
I mean, here's the thing, like, on, like, parental authority, there's that sort of thing, it is for him. His, like, big brother authority is basically the parental authority of the house. Because he basically had to raise Tsuki himself. Anyways, I really was happy, okay?
あそこまでして嫌われたら間違いなく男性不信になるわ。
She may have been a little drunk, but it still feels like I was dreaming when I saw Tsubaki that disheveled.
それだけじゃ飽き足らず、エッチした後シャワーも浴びずにお昼まで二人とも裸のまま抱き合いながら熟睡してたなんて、いくらなんでもだらしなさすぎるわ。
That's a Patamorian way to spend the day off, isn't it?
私夕方からお仕事なんだけれど。
I appreciate your work ethic.
何言ってるの？今日はユキくんも授業あるでしょ。
You got me there. I also have a shift at the restaurant later tonight. We silently looked at each other in the eye before we both let out a deep sigh. Well, might as well sleep again until evening, right?
私を堕落の道に誘おうとしないでちょうだい。私はこれから貴重な隙間時間を使ってゲームするんだから。
I'm pretty sure that's even more degenerate than napping. Why?
だってせっかくお互いのプライベートを尊重するって決めたのに、ユキくんとイチャイチャばかりしていたら意味ないじゃないの。
That's true. Okay, I'll go buy some food at the convenience store.
ねえユキくん、ちゃんと私の話聞いてた？
It's okay to game, but if you don't eat, your stomach will growl at work again.
聞こえてたのね。
Everyone was giggling about it.
じゃあ買い出しお願いしてもいいかしら。向こうに私の財布あるから持って行って。
Please don't just casually lend me your wallet like that. Tsubaki leans in close as I try to stand
お
up.
金あげたら私のこともっといっぱい愛してくれる？
Are you trying to make me an actual sugar baby?
冗談よ。だってもう十分愛してくれているものね。
I just woke up. It's a little too stimulating to say things like that. I don't know if it's because we had sex, but Tsubaki's saying way more embarrassing things than usual, and it's making me blush.
どうした新海？なんだか今日はずいぶん眠そうな顔をしているな。
I really am sleepy. What's up with your sister?
夏休みだからって寝すぎてボケているだけだ。気にするな。
ちょっとあんた、私の袖によだれ垂らすのやめなさいよ。
She's being a bother, so please do something about her.
失敬ですね、千夏ちゃん。私の唾液はアミラーゼたっぷりで消化にいいんですよ。
別に誰の唾液だってたっぷりでしょ。たぬき寝入りこいたって無駄よ。
まさか私の名たぬき寝入りを見抜くだなんて。やりますね、千夏ちゃん。ご褒美に私が丹精込めて作った練り消しを差し上げましょう。
あんたの手垢まみれの練り消しなんていらないんだけど。こじたない。
おいおい、喧嘩するんじゃない。それにもう次の授業始まるんだから、お前たちはさっさと教室出ていけ。
It sure is peaceful. This battle always used to seem so annoying, but now it's just It just seems charming. Now that I've consummated my relationship with a mature adult, I feel like I too have become a bit more mature myself. I feel elated.
ねえ、新海くん。今日はなんでいつにも増してすかした顔してるの？
Hey, I'm not pretentious. Tenma's perceptive, at least detect that change in my mental state. But that probably doesn't mean she's figured out the reason for that change. Anyway, stop casually sitting next to me like that. There are plenty of open seats, you know.
お友達がいるのに、わざわざ離れてる席に座る方が不自然だと私は思うんだけど。
I don't, it's just a difference of opinion.
単純に新海くんがネクラなだけじゃないの？
また天馬に新海の隣を取られてしまった。
Look, your casual extrovert move has wounded a fellow gloomy guy.
ごめんね、ひなやまくん。でも、こればっかりは早いもん勝ちだから。
いいさ。俺は斜め後方から寂しくお前たちがイチャつく様子を見ながら勉学に励むことにするから。
I like Goro. Goro is like starting to become like an actually really fun character. Like, no one, it's fine. I'll just study diagonally behind you and watch you flirt. I'll say things that'll cause misunderstandings.
そうだよ。新海くんには、エミちゃんという最愛の彼女がいるんだから。
Oddly enough, Tenma's ostensibly sticking up for me, but something sounds suspicious about the way she said it.
授業、始めてもいいかしら？
That's why it sounded suspicious. Before I know it, Tsubaki standing in front of the whiteboard with a smile that sends shivers down my spine. You'll pay for this. Tenma betrayed me, so if I get even, as if to get even with me for yesterday. That's the one. Just can't seem to concentrate today. I usually start losing interest in long prep school lessons at the later half, but I'm unable to concentrate at it for a different reason today. And that reason should be obvious.
この形の設問は試験に出やすいから、例題も含めて繰り返し解く練習をしておくように。じゃあ次は。
Tsubaki explains the examples at a quick pace. She might seem the same as ever to all the other students, but she seems different to me today. Tsubaki looks so professional in her suit, but yesterday she was in a birthday suit, literally swinging her hips. There's no way I could focus like this. Thinking about the gap between Tsubaki's yesterday and today makes me oddly horny. Feel not sense of superiority knowing that I'm the only one who knows the disheveled side of Tsubaki and not just her usual serious side. When I casually look away from Tsubaki, I see Tenma staring at me from the side.
さっきから何ニヤニヤしてるの？気持ち悪いよ。
Shut up. I'm not grinning.
嘘。先生のこと見つめながらだらしない顔してたもん。
Crap, you could see it in my face. Wait, why are you looking at my face during lessons anyway? Are you just that bored?
私の視野角は常人より広いのだよ。ふははは。
Bullshit. Is that the best lie you could come up with? It isn't the first time I've seen Tenma's antics, so I decided to ignore her, but when I look back up front, I make eye contact with Tsubaki. Huh? Is it just me or is she glaring at me? Tsubaki quickly readjusts her face and continues the lesson. Why do I get the feeling she's going to call me out later? It's your fault, Tenma. When I whisper in Tenma's ear, she leaps out of a chair for some reason.
どうかしたの？天馬さん。なんでもありませんの。
That was revenge in and of itself. Tenma blushes and trembles. Why'd you shriek just because I whispered to you?
油断してたんだよ。
Just go out, you vegan! Class finally ends.
新海くん、ちょっといいかしら？
Sorry about that one. Sorry about that one. Oh. 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 Yes, ma'am. As I suspect, Tsubaki calls me out with a cheerful voice.
怒られてやんの。
We don't know that for sure yet. Team Tenma vengefully is all her fault to begin with.
ユキくん、授業中に、しかも私が一生懸命教えてる時に天馬さんとイチャつくなんて、いい度胸ね。
Are you jealous?
教師としてのお説教に決まってるでしょ。もし嫉妬なんて言ったら、ユキくん喜んじゃうし。
Sounds like you're admitting your jealousy to me.
つまりユキくんは、混じりっ気なしのお説教オンリーがいいのかしら。
Sorry.
誠意が足りないわ。
Want me to prostrate myself and lick your shoes?
言葉とは裏腹に卑屈な感じが一切しないのはどうしてかしら。むしろ横島な気配すら感じるわ。
Glad you understand how I feel.
なんで昨日したばかりなのに欲求不満そうなの？お猿さんなの？
It's a guy thing. I've had these urges ever since we did it yesterday, Tsubaki.
つまりどういうことよ。
When I look at your teaching seriously, I can only think about how wild you got while riding me last night.
それほど強烈な体験だったってことで思い出すのは特別に許可してあげるけれど、時と場所を考えなさい。
Can't really blame him if it's literally just like less than a day earlier that it happened. Ow, 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 ow! Tsubaki pinches my cheek.
もうそんな不真面目だと授業料がもったいないわよ。安くはないんだし。
You'll need to let me vent these urges in order for me to take lessons seriously from now on.
そういう方向に持っていくのね。ダメよ。だってユキくん、この後バイトでしょ？
Damn it. Wait, so you mean you'd be fine with it if I didn't have work?
だって可愛い教え子が授業に集中できないっていうのは教師としては解決すべき問題だから。
You can just be honest and say you want to do it to Tsubaki.
まだお仕置きが足りないのかしら。
Oh, fine, I'll behave and go to work today. You'll come by the restaurant too, right? Will you wait for me until I'm done cleaning up?
残念だけど私もこの後まだ仕事が残ってるの。多分遅くなるから今日のところはこれでお別れね。
Who's the bully who's working poor Tsubaki to the bone?
あなたも含めて可愛い教え子たちよ。特に夏休みは長時間講習もあって余計に忙しいの。
Oh, I haven't even asked you about those. They must pay pretty well, huh?
まあお金渡して愛人のふりをしてもらえる程度にはね。欲を言えばもう少しお休みが欲しいけれど、最近はユキくんにかまけてたせいで新作消化も追いついてないのよ。反応に困るからってアホのふりするのやめなさい。
In other words, she indirectly called me stupid. Not that she's wrong about that. Okay, why don't we game together all day on our next day off?
あら、私は全然構わないけれど、ユキくんはそれでもいいの？
Honestly, I thought you were gonna say you wanted to tack your backlog alone, so I'd be glad to join you.
ユキくんが途中で飽きて帰っちゃわないかどうかは心配だけども、最近は音気が増えてきてローカルだと一人でしかプレイできないのが多いから。
Honestly, nothing speaks against him just like coming over and just, I don't know, just being in the same room while she plays games and he like, I don't know, reads or something or studies or something or whatever. Nothing says anything against that. Like, this may just be me, but I feel like when for a couple it's like enough to just like sit in the same room, but maybe that's just me. Just like sit in the same room, like even if you're not doing something together, you're both doing completely different things. Just like a bit huddled up. Like imagine you're just both you and your girl, or if you're a girl, you and your man are just like lying on your couch. Sitting on your couch. Like he's either like watching something on the TV or like doing something on a laptop or something. You're just cuddled up together. Like the guy's just like sitting and reading, like watching a show, doing something on the laptop. Like one of you is just doing that, and the other's just like reading or like playing something on a handheld or something, and just like leaning against him, just chilling like that. Sounds fucking nice. That sounds fucking cozy. What's wrong with that? If I get bored, I'll just lick your legs, so don't worry.
気持ち悪いわ。さっきも思ったけど、ユキくんの言う足って太ももとかのことでしょ？
Funny thing, before I started recording, I was watching Scott's stream, and when I was basically moved to leave to start recording, and it basically went like, okay, like I tried to start recording, but then I noticed, oh hey, at first I did notice, oh hey, wait, I didn't finish setting up the upload. And then I noticed, oh wait, I still haven't made a backup. So after I finished the backup, I basically like in the stream typed out like, okay, finally did the backup thing. Next try to go lick Tsubaki's thighs. I mean romancer. How perceptive of you.
私だって男の子の考えそうなことくらいわかるわよ。なんたってエロゲで学んでるから。
I don't think that's something to brag about. Well, Tsubaki, you even play it, okay? Let's play a real naughty one together.
どういうプレイよ。だいたい私はそんなにエッチなやつは持ってないわ。他にも乙女ゲーとかもやるわよ。BL 系はまだ手出したことないけれど。
That Paramour is too much of a gamer.
何にでも言えることだけれど、みんなに面白いって言われてるやつは、ジャンルがどうであれ、なんだかんだ楽しめるものよ。
I've been thinking the same thing lately. Rental work has had me doing lots of things I normally would never do by myself, and it's been surprisingly fulfilling. If you want proof, look no further than my nice relationship with the beautiful, cute Tsubaki.
いけない。ついおしゃべりしすぎちゃった。私は仕事に戻るわね。
Okay, I should get to work too.
ちょっと待って、ユキくん。
What is it? I turn around, Tsubaki suddenly embraces me and steals my lips. I detect a faint aroma of perfume mixed with Tsubaki's scent. We twine our tongues together for several seconds as Tsubaki touches my body in my confusion.
今日はこれでおしまい。ちょっとは欲求不満解消できた？
I feel half dead.
その悶々とした気持ちはキリキリ働くことで解消しなさい。じゃあまたね。
Did you also ever see like the video of like this like weird Japanese dude just like cycling fucking like full speed down a highway, just like screaming sex, oh sex? That's just him sprinting to his workplace after this. Yeah, later. I'm so horny. After parting ways with Tsubaki and taking a breath of lukewarm air, I'm still horny as ever. That last hug and kiss was way too effective. I never expected her to be so bold in her own workplace.
ちょっとお兄ちゃん、公共の場でなんてこと口走ってるのよ。
Oh, Chinatsu, what's up? Were you doing some self-study?
私と待ち合わせ。
Can you stop suddenly popping up out of nowhere like a bamboo shoot?
裏若き男子のムラムラを感じ取って。
はっきり口に出してたのを聞いてただけじゃないの。
I don't think I've seen the twins together like this since the fireworks show.
どうせ先生のこと考えてたんでしょ。結局うまくいってるの？
Well, okay, I guess.
童貞卒業おめでとう。
いや、ムラムラしてたんだからまだ卒業してないんじゃないの？
もう童貞のオーラが感じられない 99% の確率で卒業している。
Don't just debate someone's sexual status in public, you sexually frustrated sisters.
誰が欲求不満しまいよ。おおむねその通りだけど。
お兄ちゃん、お金あげるからこれから付き合って。お姉ちゃんと一緒にやりちんお兄ちゃんに可愛がってもらいたい。
All this reminds me of the fucking like Persona 4 anime. Like, I met the fortune teller lady earlier. She knew you. What? Forget about her. She's weird. Why did she call you again? A man? Man whore! She calls you a massive man whore!
はあ？なんで私も一緒になのよ。 もいっぱい頭撫でてよしよししてくれるのなら私も。
Sorry, but I've got work after this. Going out to let your sister take care of you.
うん、わかった。
小夏を私に押し付けていかないでくれる？
Who's a good Oni-chan? Who's a good Oni-chan? You are.
千夏、頑張ってお姉ちゃんする。
Just a little pat on the head and she reacts like this.
我が姉ながら、ちょろすぎて将来が心配になる。
I'm more worried about you personally.
うん。ドキドキしちゃったから、パンツ見る？
How does that even follow? Anyways, I'm impressed you're actually wearing panties today. Good for you.
なんでお姉ちゃんがキュンキュンしてるの？今褒められたのは私なのに。
Just forget it. Forget it. Just take Ginetsu somewhere inconspicuous and calm her down already.
後からこっそりついてきて、人気のない場所でお姉ちゃんと一緒に襲うつもり？
Said I've got work after this, remember? Wait, speaking of work, I'm gonna be late for my shift. Later.
お姉ちゃん、そろそろ帰ってきて。
私は一体何を？ねえ、ユッキーさ。
What is it? Aki speaks to me as I wipe the counter with a cloth. Oddly enough, it doesn't look like he's drinking, so I decide to at least hear what she has to say.
普段バッキーとどんなエッチしてるの？
I was a fool for even thinking you might be a decent person when sober. Can't say anything about what sex we usually have when we've only had sex once, and that was yesterday.
だって気になるじゃないの。あのバッキーがどんな顔でセックスしているかなんて想像した日にはもう。
You're so mean. She's your cousin, so let me hear you guess.
もう違うわ、ユキくん。そこはおまっこじゃなくてお尻よ。また一から教え直しね。
That's just poking fun at my expense, isn't it?
うわぁ、ユキ引くわ。お尻は引くわ。
Don't eavesdrop. Go get back to work.
仕事サボってワイダンしてるユキに言われたくないんだけど。
Assisting the owner is legitimate work.
そうだもっとバッキーの恥ずかしい話聞かせろ。じゃあ私も暇だからユキの恥ずかしい話聞く。
That doesn't make any logical sense. That said, all the customers are fairly familiar regulars, so we definitely aren't that busy. Now I've been wondering this, but do you have proper romance experience? But you do have proper romance experience, right, Aki?
聞きたい？私の恋愛変役聞きたい？私もちょっと興味あるかも。
So, as long as she keeps her mouth shut, Aki's quite beautiful, and at least a few years older than Tsubaki, so she's bound to have some romantic history.
初恋は、そう、集団登校でリーダーをしていた上級生のタケルくんだったわ。
Emi, I didn't expect her to start with such a platonic love story. What do we do?
めっちゃ長くなりそう。だる。
Amaki, I know nobody wants to hear about your first love. Can you tell us more about a more recent, mature romance?
もちろんいいわよ。二人にはちょっと刺激が強いかもだけど。ねえ、瀬川ちゃん。今ユッキーしれっとひどいこと言わなかった？言ってなかったと思います。
Emi backs me up. I guess she really wasn't interested in Aki's first love at all either.
そっか。最近のね。
She folds her arms and goes quiet for a few seconds.
どうしよう。私ここ数年恋愛らしい恋愛してなかった。まさかの自覚がなかったパターン？この年になるとね、気づいたら1年が終わってるの。明けおめしたと思ったらもうメリークリスマスなの。わかる？
No, not one bit.
ユッキーと瀬川ちゃんは今が一番いい時期だものね。いい気になりよって。いや、オーナーが勝手に自爆してるだけじゃ。
We're just supposed to hear about your romantic history, but instead we got stuck listening to her ramble.
よし、決めた。私も愛人作る。
Why not just a boyfriend?
私だってバッキーには負けていられないもの。
Now you're getting competitive all of a sudden.
だってこれで先にバッキーが実家にユッキー連れて行きでもしたら、今度は矛先が私に向いちゃうでしょ。親戚に今期の心配なんてされたくない。ねえ、愛人って実家に連れて行くものなの？
How should I know?
だってユキ、絶賛愛人中じゃないの。むしろなんで知らないわけ？
Okay, I know what you mean by practicing par amour, but don't just make up a new phrase for it. Trendy girls these days.
何その言い方。激横プンプン丸なんだけど。
No, that's already an outdated saying.
というわけで、ユッキ、今度バッキーと一緒にどっか男いそうなところ連れて行って。
Oh my god, she's like worse Saki now. Why me? Why Tsubaki too? If you want to pick up guys, just go by yourself.
一人じゃ心細いでしょ。普段の姿からは想像もできないほど繊細なメンタル。それにバッキーいた方が男寄ってくるし、寄ってきたところでユッキー出して残った男は私が美味しくいただく完璧な作戦が。
That's foul play. Just so you know, I won't let you use Tsubaki as bait, okay?
ユキが珍しくかっこいいこと言ってる。
You don't have to say for once. Okay, so methodology aside, what exactly do you plan to do with a man once you've lured him in?
そりゃあとはもう適当にベロンベロンに酔わせてホテル連れ込んじゃえばいいの。あとはもうこっちのもんよ。
Ah! Okay! Sexual predation! That's your pun! Well, I can't actually say I'd expect a plan like that coming from a woman.
こんな大人にはなりたくない。
It would have been wiser to just let her talk about her platonic first love story instead.
とにかくバッキーには私からも話しておくからよろしくね。ただ一緒に行くだけで、もし失敗したらその都度二人で私のこと慰めてくれればそれでいいから。
It sounds like pain, but where'd you go? Do I know it? Aki's heading into the back room with a bottle of sake taken off the shelf.
ユキもいろいろ大変なんだね。よしよし。
Why are you looking down on me?
実は私もまたユキにお願いしたいことが。あ、何逃げようとしてるのよ。
You'd expect me to juggle all these problems at once?
お願いだから私の話も聞いてよ。
Ah! Genuflecting while clinging to my leg? You sly dog! In the end, Amy clings to me, begging in tears. I thought I'd get to spend my day off relaxing with Tsubaki, but instead I get another packed schedule.
もう
Tsubaki's tired from
Game
working
以外
overtime
何もする
and
気が起きない。
but plays video games anyways.
暑いけど程よく風があってとっても心地のいい天気ね。
そう、まさに絶好の逆難日和。
Must not sing. Just had to ruin the mood Tsubaki just made, didn't you? As Aki unilaterally decided, Tsubaki and I have to accompany her as she goes to on the prowl for men. Not sure about this Tsubaki, this is definitely gonna be a pain.
私もそう思うけど、たまにはちゃんと配信らしいところもアピールしておかないとでしょ。今日はお金あげるんだから、ユキくんも仕事だと思ってちょうだい。
I told Tsubaki that no matter the circumstances, I get to go out with her today, so I don't really need the money. But I suppose she wants to keep this official since Aki's involved. Incidentally, we're headed to the pool one station over. Same one I went to with Emmy and the gang the other day.
あ、私水着持ってくるの忘れた。ごめん、取りに帰るから先行ってて。
は？ちょっとアキ！
Aki suddenly does a 180 and skedaddles away, leaving the two of us dumbfounded. There she goes again.
なんか妙にわざとらしかった気がするんだけれど、ユキくんはどう思う？
Now I think about it, she wasn't drinking when she suggested this little outing. How suspicious.
きっとまた何かうちの親から言われたんじゃない？実は今朝母さんから電話がかかってきて。
Tsubaki, is it okay? It's okay to play around a bit, but I want to see grandchild too already.
それわざわざ朝早くに電話してきて言うこと？
Must be scheming something together. But I can't believe that drunken pulled a fast one on us. I was wondering why she'd choose a pool to pick up men, but I guess she just wanted to let me see Tsubaki in a swimsuit and get me in the mood.
ユキくんどうする？はめられたと分かった以上無理に付き合う必要もないと思うんだけれど。
No, if we do go home, then around noon she'll text you saying something like, "Hey, what you two up to? Send me a lovey-dovey selfie," and we'll be back into a corner.
今回秋にしては用意周到だったから確かにやりかねないわね。
Besides, I was looking forward to enjoying the pool day with you, Tsubaki. Now that we've come this far, we might as well, right?
そんなこと言って私の水着がまた見たいだけでしょ。プールでエッチなこと考えちゃダメよ。
Too late. Hey, I've already seen you in your swimsuit before, so it's not gonna faze me.
それはそれでなんだかムカつくわね。
And try and seduce me in your swimsuit. Let's make a game of it.
私エッチなことはダメって言ったばっかりなんだけれど。
You feel the slightly embarrassed Tsubaki glaring at my back, so I slip through the turnstiles one step ahead of her.
あら、今日は空いてるわね。ゆっくりできそう。
Well, it may be summer break, but it's the middle of a wake day. There's plenty of people, but there's a fewer people than last time, and it's mostly families around. Anyway.
何よ、チロチロ見て。私の水着は一度見ただけでもう見飽きたんじゃなかったの？
He never said anything about having gotten tired of it, just that he wouldn't be phased. I deliberately undressed Tsubaki with my eyes. What does it look like underneath those frills?
ゆきくん、分かってて聞いてるでしょ。めくったらおっぱい見えるとかありえない妄想を抱かないことね。
By all means, flip them up and show me later.
目がいやらしい。子供もいるんだから自重しなさい。
Yes, ma'am. I just can't talk back when a You just can't talk back when a teacher scolds you.
冷たくないわね。
Well, it's a heated swimming pool. When she gets into the pool, Tsubaki is disappointed for some reason.
せっかくゆきくんに温めてもらおうと思ってたのに残念だわ。
I'll squeeze you tight until you're piping out. Ah! Trying to get ahead of myself, Tsubaki splashes me with water.
ゆきくんなんて声出してるのよ。
Oh, you really did it now, huh? Take that.
もうお返しよ。
Tsubaki and I play around even more than families around us.
案外楽しいものね。
I think it's fun as long as I'm with you, Tsubaki.
じゃあ今度はみっちりマンツーマンでお勉強見てあげるわね。容赦なくスパルタで行くから。
If you're gonna beat me with a stick, I'd at least prefer some carrots too.
せっかくプールに来たんだから少しは泳ごうかしら。最近運動不足だし。
There's a racing pool over there, so why don't we race? The loser has to do whatever the winner says.
絶対エッチなこと要求してくるつもりでしょ。
Yes!
でもいいの？
Smug!
私結構泳ぐのは得意なんだけれど。
You definitely look buoyant after all.
それ一体どこを見て言ってるのかしら？
Your boobs, obviously. Swim as hard as you want, but try not to get a leg cramp, okay?
大丈夫よ。もしそうなってもゆきくんがかっこよく助けてくれるもの。さあそうとなれば早く競争しましょう。
Just a second. Tsubaki and I compete at a 25-meter race.
私の勝ちね。
Wait, how did I lose so badly?
ゆきくんたら思ったより遅いんだもの。優雅に背泳ぎとか舐めてるの？
I'm just not good at taking breaths. Despite Tsubaki's normally sedentary lifestyle, she's got a good figure, so maybe she's got a natural talent for moving her body and chooses not to use it.
まあ私の勝ちには変わりないからどうだっていいわ。さーてゆきくんにどんなお願いしようかしら。
I'm ready for anything as long as it's sexual.
なんで私が勝ったのにゆきくんまで喜ばせないといけないのよ。すぐには思い浮かばなそうだから先にお昼にしましょうか。
Good idea. I haven't used as much stamina in a long time, so I'm starving. I head to the locker room, dry off, and rejoin Tsubaki by the food stands.
見てゆきくん、やっぱり秋から経過報告の要求が来てたわ。
Let's send her a lovey-dovey selfie. And wait a second.
ええ、いいけれど。
quickly buy a certain something from the stand.
ユキくん、何その頭ピンク色になりそうなジュースは。
What, couples drink like this at standard fare at the pool and beach? To top it off, the straws are woven together in the shape of a heart. A drink that's truly for spoony lovebirds. Let's take a selfie while sipping this together.
嫌よ、こんなの恥ずかしすぎるわ。
Huh? Why not? They have to take a selfie anyway. Or would you rather get a professional photo taking a couple seat on the slide over there?
私、高いところ苦手だから、こっちにするわ。
Tsubaki timidly brings her face close to mine and sucks on the straw. She then turns her phone's inner camera towards us and presses the shutter button. Did you get it?
見事にブレたわ。もう一回。
You're too shy.
こんなの恥ずかしくない方がどうかしてるわ。今度はちゃんと撮れたわね。
Send it to me too, please. I can't wait until we can make even more embarrassing selfies together.
味の重ね塗りをしていこうとしないでもらえるかしら。
But you're at an age where it's easy to take photos. It's better to save lots of pictures for memories when you're older.
どうして私より若いユキくんが今からもう老後を見据えてるのよ。もっと若者らしく生きなさい。
You're the last person I want to hear that from, Tsubaki. Let's make lots of memories to make up for the fun you've missed out on as a student.
なんだか素直にうなずけないのはどうしてかしら。ほんのりエッチなニュアンスも感じたのだけど。
Exactly. You're probably just sexually frustrated, Tsubaki.
ユキくんに言われるようじゃおしまいね。
Feel like the average male student is just as horny as I am. I wouldn't even be this horny if it wasn't with an older beauty like you, Tsubaki.
どうだかね。ユキくんも本当は瀬川さんとか天馬さんみたいな同い年の子の方がいいんじゃないの？
When you put yourself down like that, Tsubaki, you're the only one I love.
そうは言うけど、なんだかユキくんの愛って軽いのよね。それこそ同い年の子に接するみたいに私のこともいくらか雑に扱ってもらいたいくらい。
I wouldn't mind trying if it wouldn't make you angry.
じゃあさっきのお願い決めたわ。今日はこの後ずっと私を、そうね、同い年で同じクラスにいる彼女だと思って接してちょうだい。
So basically, you want me to treat you like Emmy? You sure you won't get mad at me?
限度ってものはあるけれど、まあ多少は我慢してあげるわ。
I definitely feel like she's gonna get mad, but she won the race. I can't go back on my word. But I think this could actually be a good chance for me. So I got a very stupid idea.
どうしたのユキくん、ぼーっとして。
It's nothing. Anyway, Tsubaki, you still haven't paid me today's fee. Pay up already.
もう早くもムカついてきたんだけれど、本当にいつもそんな感じなの？
What, you looking for an excuse to not pay up yourself as ever? This is exactly why you lack romance experience.
いら。
Huh? Hey, what happened to not getting mad? It's easy to ask someone to act how they usually act, but it's not like it's a conscious thing. So I'm just trying to act as if I were interacting with Amy whenever she's in show-off mode. If Tsubaki's going to act like an Amy doppelganger, then I can't do this.
ねえユキくん、そういえば私まだちゃんと水着を褒めてもらってなかった気がするんだけれど。
Ah, it's fine, it's sexy.
期待してた褒め方と違うわ。
Ah, you're gonna bitch about the way I compliment you too, huh?
どうしてユキくん瀬川さんに嫌われないのかしら。不思議でしょうがないわ。
Hey, it's not good to judge based on appearances. Don't just assume that's how I always am.
そうね、月ちゃんの前ではただのシスコンだし、なんだかんだ言って瀬川さんにも優しいものね。
You think you can butter me up so I waive today's fee? You've got another thing coming.
まさにああ言えばこういうの典型ね。
While it may look like I'm having a field day, I'm actually breaking out in a cold sweat worrying if I might actually piss off Tsubaki for real.
ユキくん、この後どこか寄っていく？
You sway to and fro on the train home. Tsubaki suddenly makes that suggestion. What, you want an extension? I'll go wherever you want as long as you pay me.
あら、お金払えば付き合ってくれるの？帰りが遅くなったら月ちゃんにまたお説教されちゃうと思うんだけれど。
Tsubaki goes for the counterattack. Should have expected her to adapt. Hey, work's work.
そう。じゃあ大人のデートらしいところに連れて行ってほしいわ。
What's that supposed to mean? You gotta be more specific.
お金払うのは私なんだから、今日はユキくんがリードしてちょうだい。
Tsubaki snuggles up to me as she says that. The train's crowded at this hour, so we don't stand out. But still a little embarrassing. That said, I'm not just gonna stick back and take this. If I'm gonna return, I can't complain no matter where I take you, okay?
せいぜい楽しみにしているわ。
Love hotel time? Nice, Tsubaki's letting her guard down. Looks like we're good to go.
ちょっと、なんか企んでない？
Am I? We get off at the usual station and head out into the same shopping district as Sunny and Lettuce.
もしかしてとは思うけど、秋のところじゃないわよね。それならがっかりだわ。
Nope, we're going this way today.
ちょっと、どこ行くの、ゆきくん。
Well, we'd usually go straight and take a sudden turn into an alleyway. The atmosphere here is a little different from the main street.
ここって、もしかして。
As for mature date spots, I'm sure this fits the bill, right? And I'm sure this fits the bill, right?
ラブホテルじゃないの？まさか、私が知らないとでも思ったのかしら？
I just do what you asked, Tsubaki. You're not gonna back out now that we've come this far, are you?
さてはゆきくん、はめたわね。
You can call it quits if you want, Tsubaki. I guess it's too early for you to go on a mature date.
いいわ。入りましょう。
When I see Tsubaki blush as she calls my bluff, I know I've already won.
いかにもエッチするための場所って感じね。お風呂透けてるし、あんなの丸見えじゃないの。
What, you scared?
そこまで言うんだから、今日はエッチもゆきくんがリードしてくれるのよね。
Huh? Haven't said a word about wanting sex yet, Tsubaki. Are you really that horny? You slut.
ええ、したいわよ。この間は初めてで、お互い満足って感じでもなかったし。
Tsubaki doesn't back down. But since I've got an excuse today, I'll be a little more aggressive. So, you're saying I can take the lead today, right?
ちゃんと優しくしてちょうだいね。
Of course, Tsubaki. I love you. I guess it's because I usually say it more casually, but now that I try to say it seriously, I stumble on my words.
何ちょっと恥ずかしがってるのよ。もしかして、いつものゆきくんの態度って照れ隠しだったの？
I'm not gonna stop even if you cry and beg on your knees, okay?
何、瀬川さんって、ゆきくんにいつもそんなことさせられてるの？
Usually I clear up the misunderstanding, but I'd rather focus on embarrassing Tsubaki. You still have the swimsuit you were wearing earlier?
もちろんって、まさか。
Oh, I sure do. I've been getting embarrassed all day today, so now it's time for me to embarrass her.
カンカン。兄様からいやらしい匂いがします。
I walked Tsubaki back home and returned a little late. Tsuki's still awake and predictably suspicious of me. Obviously, it's because I had a date with Tsubaki today.
女の子は匂いに敏感なんですよ。兄様が椿お姉さんとエッチなホテルに寄ってきたことくらい私にもわかります。
Normally your Oni-chan wouldn't think that at all.
私を見くびらないことですね。
For some reason, Tsuki is proud of herself, but it looks like that means she's forgotten to chastise me. So while my little sister may be precocious, she still has some cuteness to her.
そうだ兄様。エミさんからスマホ見てとのことづてを預かっています。
Don't you do something so roundabout?
ことづての通り、兄様がめったにスマホを見ない現代人らしからぬ性分なせいかと思います。
Sorry, Amy, but I was way too preoccupied with Tsubaki to even care about looking at my phone. It's a problem. What is she, a lock and chain girlfriend? Look up at my phone, and sure enough, my notifications are buried with missed calls from
きっ
Amy.
と急ぎのようでもあるんでしょう。
Must be something stupid, that's for sure. Your Oni-chan's tired today, so you think I could put it off until tomorrow?
兄様が無視すると、今度は私のスマホの通知が止まらなくなるのでやめてください。
Just block her already. Hello, Amy.
ようやく出た。もう一体今まで何してたのよ。
Making out with Tsubaki.
はいはい、そういうのはいいから。で、日曜のことなんだけど。
Right, Amy did cry and beg me to leave Sunday free, didn't she?
椿さんも一緒に来てもらうことってできたりする？
Why her too?
いやー、また勉強会するんだけど、ちょっと勉強教えてもらいたくて。浜ちゃんとももちゃんも来るから、ユキにだけ教えてもらうのは難しそうだし。
Well, I can try asking her, but you don't mind paying double the usual fee, right?
ちょっとだけ負けてください。何でもしますから。ユキだって椿さんに勉強教えてもらえる口実作れるでしょ？
Not at all. She said she'd tutor me even without needing a pretext like that.
でも分かった。椿さんもお仕事みたいなものだし、予備校通うよりは安いもんね。
Oh, I didn't expect you to be so understanding, Amy. I'm sure if I asked her, Tsubaki would gladly accept, but she'd probably prefer to spend her day off gaming and flirting with me, so I decided to demand proper payment for the both of us.
じゃあ、お願いしてもいい？
Yeah, sure, but what's gotten into you guys all of a sudden? It's not like you've got exams or anything. Weren't you going to wait until summer break to get serious?
来週、模試があるの。一応受験生だし、多少は勉強しておかないと。絶対、浜ちゃんたちと結果見せ合うことになるし。
Mock exams. That you mentioned that I do vaguely remember those coming up.
ユキの学校もあるんじゃないの？
Maybe. After all, Amy and I are actually classmates.
何それ？ユキも余裕こいてないで、ちゃんと勉強した方がいいよ。
You're the last person I want to hear that from. I'm hanging up.
はーい。おやすみ。
Hang up and suddenly notice I've got a problem. Lately I've been too preoccupied with Tsubaki and work to really study all that much, huh?
兄様、椿お姉さんと浮気してる割には、エミさんと仲良しですね。
Told you that it's complicated, didn't I? Please stop treating Oni-chan like some sort of cheater.
まあ、エミさんと椿お姉さんも納得してるみたいですから、私が口を出すことではないと思いますが、あまり誰にでもいい顔するのは良くないと思いますよ。
If anything, I've been actively trying to make everyone besides Tsubaki hate me, though.
自覚がないのなら結構です。おやすみなさい。
Why are you abandoning me, Tsuki? How could this happen? She's entering her rebellious age, so I guess it's no use grieving about every little thing. Anyway, it's a little I'm a little tired, so I decided to study a little before I go to bed.
やっぱり
The
羨
reaction
ま
to
しい
the
か
lovey
ら
dovey selfie.
私も
So jealous I
逆
should
難
go
して
pick
こよ
up the guys for real.
お邪魔します。なんでさっきてば緊張してんの？お邪魔します。いらっしゃい。スリッパをどうぞ。はあ、何この子超可愛いんだけど。あんたこそ何興奮してるのよ。うん。むっちゃ可愛いんだけど。エミさん、助けてください。みんなやっぱり最初はこうなるんだ。私も月ちゃんモフモフする。
なんというか、ずいぶん賑やかね。
Hi Tsuki. Tsubaki and I watched from behind as my female classmates started bouncing off the walls. If you're wondering why today's study session is being held in my home?
勉強会の場所、ユキの家でいい？テーブル広いし、椿さんも家近いんでしょ？はい、決まりね。
Emmy! Emmy! That's just one more hint to potentially fuck you! If they ever see like the fucking class registry because, I don't know, he's sick or something and somebody needs to bring him his homework, they're gonna sit there like, wait, hold on!
私も依存ないわ。
Hold on, why are you agreeing, Tsubaki? I thought you were on my side. Tsubaki came to Sunny and let us, so the three of us decided to work out the details for Sunday. That's when Amy made a ridiculous suggestion.
いいじゃないの。月ちゃんにはちょっと迷惑かけちゃうかもだけど、ゆきくんの家だと私も落ち着けるから。
そうそう。なんかユキの家って妙に居心地いいのよね。
My home is not some sort of clubhouse. Come on.
それよりも、椿さんは本当に迷惑じゃないですか？せっかくのお休みなのに。
いいのよ、気にしなくて。勉強を教えるのは仕事でもあるけど、好きなことでもあるんだから。 椿さん、めっちゃかっこいい。私もこんな大人になりたい。
Sure you do, but first you gotta stop being such a damn show-off.
うっさい。ユキには話してないんだから、口挟んでこないでよ。本当にこの間みたいな憎まれ口ばっかり叩いてるわね。なのに、どうして仲良く見えるのかしら。不思議。それでは椿さん、日曜日はよろしくお願いします。はい、こちらこそよろしくね。
And that's why my house is currently in the state it's in.
椿さんもこの間ぶりです。今日はよろしくお願いします。
こちらこそよろしくね。わからないことがあったら気軽に聞いてちょうだい。
ももちゃんどうしたの？便秘に悩む乙女みたいな声出して。いや、前も思ったことなんだけど。なんでもないや。何それ、めっちゃ気になるやつじゃん。
Okay, hold the phone. What did Tenma just say? Someone please call her out.
見事に女の子ばかりですね、兄様。
Come on, it's like they're my friends, you know? They're Emmy's friends.
なんかユッキーの喋り方が違う。ほんとだ。たまにエミと二人で話してる時みたいな感じだね。
ももちゃん、意外とよく見てる。
I've had enough of the acting, so I just stopped trying. Or rather, I wouldn't want to have to do it in Tsubaki's presence. Well, I figured it's more natural this way for me to act. For me to force an act and slip up eventually. Then to force an act, then to slip up eventually. Wait, why are you even here? Oh, you honor student.
私だけ仲間外れにしよったって、そうはいかないんだからね。それに、新海くんも私が数学苦手なの知ってるでしょ？
For some reason, she smugly pokes me in the side.
兄様大変です。椅子の数が足りません。これでは満足なおもてなしが。
Tsuki's panicking as she tries her best to be a good host. Don't worry, I can just get Tsubaki to see them from my room.
それもそうですね。私も椅子取ってきます。
The result?
ユッキーだけ仲間外れになっちゃったね。
別にいいんじゃないの？これだけ女子に囲まれてたら、ユキも逆に居づらいだろうし。
月ちゃんも勉強する気満々なんだ。はい。せっかくなので、私もお邪魔させていただきます。何この子。私より賢そうなんだけど。確かにハムちゃんよりは賢いかもね。ちょっとスミ、なんか言った？
Like, that's not, like, yeah, it would be so funny if someone literally just looked at her. That's not like an insult towards you, that's a compliment towards her. Like, by God, she may be one of the smartest people at the stable right now. And thus the 6 girls sit around my room table. It's quite a sight to behold.
ちょっとユキくん、仲間外れにされたからってサボっちゃダメよ。
I know, Sensei. Tsubaki gets a little ticked off when I deliberately call her Sensei, but I figured I shouldn't just casually call her by her name right now. After all, Minahama and Kozuki don't know about our circumstances. Though for some reason, Tsubaki seems to be ignoring that detail as she's calling me by my name. I sit down on the floor and hog the coffee table to myself.
椿さんって、どの教科専門なんですか？
一応数学の教員免許を持ってるけれど、予備校では他にも英語と国語の主要な教科を教えてるわよ。
一体どれだけ勉強したらそんなにできるようになるんだろう。
まあ私の場合、学生時代勉強ばっかりしてただけなんだけどね。
椿さん美人だからめっちゃモテそうなのに。
That laugh was so strained. Hey! Ah! I feel a sudden chill on my neck and I turn around to see Kozuki grinning as she sits down next to me.
新海くんはさっきからどこ見てるのかな？
What, slacking off already?
私、エミやサキよりは頭いいし。スミには負けるけどね。
It's almost certain Tenma would be the one. I was almost certain Tenma would be the one to do this. I have no earthly idea what Kozuki could want with me. Honestly, God, I feel like she already knows. She already knows that Emmy is just showing off, but is just playing along in order to not embarrass her, basically. Like, Momo just seems like the kind of girl who's like... She's like, seems casual and occasionally like kind of insane for Tenma, I guess. But she's probably like the most like down to earth and overall like emotionally smartest of the lot. And she just already knows what's going on. I don't know why that's just the vibe she gives off.
それで私の質問には答えてくれないのかな
Let's just see how Amy's doing.
はい、嘘。
Try to say the most neutral thing possible, but she sees through it immediately. How can you tell?
だってエミのこと本当に見てたらそんな真顔じゃいられないと思うんだけど。
What? Prompted by Momoka, I take a peek at in Amy's direction and...
もう早速わからないんだけど、一番初めに質問するのはなんか恥ずかしくてやだ。どうしよう。
It's frustrating how I can tell exactly what that show-off's thinking just by looking at her face.
エミってばたまにああいう変な顔してるけど、何考えてるんだろうね。
It's something dumb, so don't worry about it. Just everything is absurd, huh? Mihama may be similar to Amy, but Kozuki's got the same energy as Tenma, if anything. Particularly in how... You just can't let your guard down around her.
まあいいや。だいたいわかったし。なぜか隅に見られてるから戻るね。
Sure.
ちょっとももちゃん、新海くんと何内緒話してたの？もう、
なんでもないやい。
そればっかり。
Still have no idea what Kozuki's after, but I guess there's no point worrying about it.
椿さん、ここ教えてもらってもいいですか？
ええ、いいわよ。見せて。
Amy finally asks for Tsubaki's help. As for Miyama and Tsuki...
このタイプの問題は簡単に図を描いてから考えるといいですよ。ほんとだ、わかりやすい。
Why is she getting Tsuki's help? And why is she impressed? Is she an idiot?
お昼のクッキングタイム！イエーイ！あとは全部任せた、セミちゃん！
私もお手伝いします。
We decided to take a break around noon. And apparently Amy's going to cook lunch.
私、スミと一緒にコンビニでおやつ買ってくるわ。
先生、何か買ってきてほしいものありますか？あ、勉強教えてもらうお礼なので、お金は結構です。
そうなら、何か甘いものをお願いしてもいいかしら。
わかりました。甘いチーズのスイーツですね。
No.
誰もチーズとは言ってないんだけれど。
The girls split up and set off to help cooking and shopping. Cooking or shopping.
賑やかなのも、たまにはいいと思わない？
Maybe if there weren't so many girls around, I'd be satisfied if it was just you, me, and Tsubaki. You and me, Tsubaki.
彼女がいる前でそんなこと言っていいの？聞かれちゃうかもでしょ。
Tsubaki stands a bit further away from me than usual. Out of modesty, I suppose. It's fine, Tenma and Kozuki went shopping, and Miyama's still preoccupied with Amy and Tsuki's company. Miyama probably wants to help, but Amy and Tsuki are just so good, there's nothing she can help with. Besides, it'd be a waste of a day off to not even flirt a little, wouldn't it? I closed the gap Tsubaki's left, as I say that.
まったく、ユキくんって意外と甘えん坊よね。
Aw, shucks.
褒めてないから。それに私、ユキくんの周りに女の子ばっかりで、ちょっと不安なのよ。
As I said earlier, Miyama and Kozuki are just Amy's friends.
でもテンマさんは違うでしょ。他にも一緒に花火に行った泉さんたちも。
I prefer older women, remember? Do you still not understand that?
その理屈で言ったら、秋まで対象になるじゃないの。
Yeah, but she's a fucking drunkard! And like, not even like the good kind of woman that drinks like Beidou, where she's like hammering him back but still not being fazed by it. Aki is just like, gets shit drunk, starts talking shit, starts causing trouble for everyone, and then passes out. Also, by the way, someone told me that apparently Beidou is getting like these weird date events that like characters like Noelle already had in Genshin, so I'm gonna be updating Genshin, doing all the stuff, doing the story quests if she shows up in any of them, and doing the date events with Beidou, only to then just abandon the game again. Anyways. You've gotta be kidding me.
あら、確かに酒癖は最悪だけど、秋もあれで結構な美人じゃないの？
Well, Sure, but that's a different type of beauty than yours. And she's around 30, so that's kind of cutting it too close.
うちの親戚は私の心配するよりもアキを心配した方がいいと思うのだけれど。
Or they already gave up on her. But she seems like the type to just suddenly show up home with a man out of the blue, doesn't she?
うわ、ありそう。しかも人畜無害そうなタイプの。
Tsubaki and I are talking shit behind her back, but we're just venting our usual grievances against her.
ユキ、コンセントどこ？
The hell is that? Are you trying to make takoyaki or something? Amy's holding an unfamiliar hot plate sort of thing with the circular indentations on it. She must have lugged it all the way over here.
いや、普通にそうだけど。もしかしてタコパ知らないの？タコパ。
Takoyaki party! That bullshit? Tsubaki, do you know what a takopa is?
たこ焼きパーティーのことでしょ？常識ないの？ユキくん。
What?
まあ、ユキって友達いないし、知らなくてもしょうがないか。女子会兼ねてよくやるのよ、タコパ。今日は勉強会だけど。
私も聞いたことがあるだけで、やったことはないけれど。あ
If you've never been to one, then please don't gloat about knowing what it is.
女友達とタコパすらやったことのない寂しい人生を送ってきて、悪かったわね。
私は椿さんの人生初タコパに立ち会えて光栄です。一緒に楽しみましょう。
You're not helping, you know that, right? Amy starts panicking after stepping on that landmine. She should just play it off as casually teasing like I do.
月ちゃん、さっきのにタコ2つ入れて。欲張りさんには紅生姜2倍の刑です。それもあり。
Oh no. Why is Saki acting like Tsuki's lapdog?
さあ、何でも言うこと聞きそうだからじゃない？
Oh, that's mean.
たこ焼きだ！溶かしたチーズかけて食べると美味しいんだよ。なんだそのカロリー爆弾。カロリーなんて気にしてたら粉物なんて食べられないよ。それは間違いない。
Tenma and Kozuki get back from shopping and excitedly gather around the table. Yeah, starting to feel like a girl's sleepover. Tsubaki, free to join in. You're not that old.
一言多いわよ、ユキくん。後でお仕置きね。
Yeah, Tsubaki leaves me to join the group of girls. Since I'm getting paid today, I have to play the role of Emi's boyfriend. I can't just flirt with Tsubaki all day. I drag my ass over and sit down next to Emi. Emi, feed me.
なに？急に？
I wish she'd learn just to roll with things this simple without blowing her fuse all the time. I just want my cute girlfriend to feed me her handmade takoyaki.
なんてすがすがしいまでの棒読み。椿さんいるし、そんな気使わなくていいのに。はい。
Amy finally catches on and reluctantly holds the takoyaki out to me. Look, I just thought I had to act like a proper boyfriend today since you're paying me. Tenma, Kozuki, and Mihama are here. While I'm worried this ploy may have backfired, I still gladly stuff my cheeks.
あ、ごめん。焼きたてそのまま入れちゃった。ひゅー、熱々だね。
It literally is hot. Oh, I think I got third-degree burns on my tongue.
ユキくん大丈夫？はいこれ、お水。
Ugh, your lifesaver.
ほうほう。
Like, Momoko so knows! She so knows! She 100% knows! Okay, so he's like, he's being like paid by Emi to act as a boyfriend while he's actually dating Tsubaki, isn't he? Like, she so knows!
どうしたのももちゃん。なんか楽しそうだけど。いや、ちょっとね。楽しいことには違いないけど。なんでもないよ。
Like, Momo has seen through everything.
そろそろ終わりにしよっか。日も暮れてきたことだし。
Like, now I'm like legitimately looking forward to her route because that'll be funny. Even though it is supposed to be like just, oh, okay, one sex scene. Which I hate. If games enter routes literally just for one sex scene. If you're gonna make a route, at least put some sort of story in it. It's okay if they're side routes. Like, good example, the side routes in Senator Banka or Sabbath the Witch. Hell, even Riddle Joker. All the games I just named are all Ubisoft.
一生分勉強した。だからもう勉強しなくていいよね。人生とは常に勉強よ、美浜さん。
格言？
さっき寝て起きたら今言われたこと含めて全部忘れそう。
ねえ、さっきの頭を何だと思ってるの？さすがにひどくない？
月ちゃん、キュー。また来るからね。
あすみさん、チーズ臭いです。
Okay, I'll go walk the girls to the station.
月ちゃんと後片付けしておくわ。
I was gonna tell her she could come home already. She could go home already since I figured she'd still want to game a little, but it looks like she's not in any rush.
椿さん、今日はありがとうございました。おかげでちょっぴり賢くなれた気がします。
私も賑やかで楽しかったわ。よかったらまた呼んでちょうだい。
I wasn't sure how today would go, but Tsubaki's smiling, so I guess it all turned out okay in the end.
今日はありがとね、ユキ。はい、これ、今日のお金。椿さんにも改めてよろしく伝えておいて。
Walk the girls to the station and accept Amy's payment as the others wait behind the turnstiles. Wow, you really did make sure to pay double. I admire your honesty, but I'll just take half.
いいの？
I do, but Tsubaki got mad when I talked to her about it.
もう尻に敷かれてるんだ。だっさ。
Shut up, you show off.
椿さんのこともあるし、夏休み中はなるべくユキのことを呼ばなくて済むようにします。
Admire your efforts.
でも、私が見え張らないと、ユキもお金稼げないけどいいの？
It just feels like a pity to keep using you as a money tree.
金づる言うなし。浜ちゃんたち待たせてるし、そろそろ行かなくちゃ。じゃあね、ユキ。
Yeah, later. I know we took a break for that taco pub, but she's got a lot of energy for someone who spent so much time studying today. Well, I bet I had Suki and Tsubaki are waiting for me.
ごめん、お待たせ。
新海くんの家に忘れ物しちゃったわ。先帰ってて。
She's going after him like, hey, I know what's going on.
ももちゃん、場所覚えてる？私も一緒に行こっか。
平気平気。新海くんの後つけるから。
いや、普通に声かけてついていきなさいよ。不審者か。ももちゃんが忘れ物とか珍しい。
そう？あれで結構抜けてるとこもある気がするけど、よく寝坊するし、私とエミちゃんみたいに、浜ちゃん、ももちゃんと付き合い長いんだもんね。入学してからだから、すみたちほどじゃなくない？まあ、方向音痴じゃないから大丈夫でしょう。もう疲れたし、帰ろう。それか、どっか寄ろう？どっちなの？今日はおとなしく帰ろうよ。
じゃあカラオケ行こ
この元気っ子め。でも、今日はすっきりしたい気分だから、私も行く。わっ！誰だ？
Seriously, who are you? Someone sneaks up behind me and covers my eyes in front of my house. Figured it'd be Tenma who'd do something like this, but I'd at least recognize her
この
voice.
手のぬくもりを忘れるだなんて。ひどい。
Is that you, Kozuki?
ピンポンピンポンピンポン。大正解。
Like, could we have like a full route for Momoko, please? Like, I'm actually starting to genuinely like Momoko as a character. Isn't there like a fan disc for this game? I forget. Yeah, there are fan discs for this game. However, it seems like they're literally just, yes, mini after stories for all the characters so you get more sex scenes. Just give me like, after story, like, sorry. Just give me like, just give me like fan discs where we just get to have actual routes for the side characters. AKA, just give me like fucking fan discs that are literally just the A discs for Majikoi. Those were good side things. Okay, because I like clicked away that window, it went to another one, and I just see that I got a message on the social media, and I was talking about something with someone else, and the conversation naturally led to them saying like, wanted you to say no, but I'm in a public space. However, they accidentally wrote no, I'm in a public slave. And then they tried to like fix it like space fuck, but then they fucked up typing fuck and instead wrote ruck. I was just like, no, but I'm a public slave. Space ruck, fuck. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. Kozuki uncovers my eyes and smiles before me in an oddly energetic mood.
どう？ちょっとドキドキした？
Maybe, but only in that I felt like I was getting mugged and my life was in danger.
ありゃ、もうちょっと背中に乳を押し付けるなり、耳に息吹きかけるなりすりゃよかったか。
What exactly do you want?
忘れ物というか、ちょっとしたやり残したことがあって。
Whoops, I'm not following you here.
まあそういうわけだから、もう一回お邪魔させてもらうよ。
I don't understand her at all, but Kozuki tags along regardless. I have no earthly idea what it is she wants, but it'd be weird if I shoot her off here, so I reluctantly let her inside my apartment.
あら、ユキくんお帰りなさ。
Tsubaki freezes in place when she sees Kozuki standing next to
や
me.
っぱりね、私の思った通りだった。
On the other hand, Kozuki slips off her shoes and waltzes in, completely unfazed.
あのね、小関さん。私はただ、後片付けを手伝っ。
ああ、いいよいいよ。全部わかってるから。
Kozuki casually interrupts when Tsubaki tries to explain herself.
その声、あなた、どこかで。
あ、バッキーもようやく気づいてくれた。私たち結構付き合い長いけど、リアルじゃオフ会とかしたことなかったもんね。
もしかして、ピチフラさん？
そう。この私がネトゲ界の先行、ピーチフラッシュこと、小関桃子なのだ！イエーイ！
イエーイ！驚いたわ。こんな偶然があるのね。
An excited Tsubaki high fives Kozuki. Huh? What just happened?
ああ、小関さんがよくオンラインで遊ぶフレンドのピチフラさんだったのよ。ユキくんがうちに来てた時に一度話したと思うけれど。
Oh yeah, I think I remember something like that happening.
でも、よく私だって気づけたわね。
だって、椿でバッキーなんてよくある安直な名前だし、声似てたから、前からもしかしてとは思ってたよ。どれだけ一緒にゲームしてると思ってるのさ。
安直な名前は余計なお世話よ。ピチフラさんだって同じようなものだと思うけれど。
あと決め手はやっぱり新海くんかな。今日バッキーがユキくんって呼んでるの聞いて間違いないと思って。
そういえばユキくんってば、勝手に私の愛人って自己紹介してたわね。
Did I say something that embarrassing?
都合の悪いことだけ忘れようとしな。
Oops. Anyway, so it's kind of a dicey situation, huh? I don't think it's a problem that Kozuki's the one who figured out Tsubaki's real life. I don't think it's a problem that Kozuki is the one who figured out Tsubaki's real life identity. But how do we explain our relationship?
ああ、いいよ。事情はなんとなく察してるし。
Seriously? You're amazing.
もちろん、エミに内緒で浮気してるわけじゃないのなら。だけど。
Can't help but stumble when Kozuki's tones becomes instantly cold. Yes, Emi knows, so it's okay.
ならよかった。
I sigh in relief when a smile quickly spreads on Kozuki's face.
瀬川さんはいいお友達に恵まれて幸せ者ね。
You can say that again, and yet Emi herself is a mess.
そうそう。エミもさきも分かりやすくて助かるわ。スミはちょっと例外だけど。
お話は終わりましたか？夕飯にしようと思いますけど、ももこさんも一緒にどうですか？
お返しは私の熱い抱擁でいいかい？
そういうお返しは結構です。シャー
Zuki's really cautious about Kozuki now. Can't blame it though, since Kozuki and Tenma were messing with her throughout the whole study session today.
バッキーとは独り身仲間だと思ってたのに、これは明確な裏切り行為だぞ。 しかも相手が年下の新海くんだなんて。
ごめんなさい。
まあいいってことよ。リアル優先は最低限のマナーだから。
My God, if I was him at this point, I'd literally just like go like, I literally just go, oh hey, oh you think it's just weird that it's like someone younger? He just like pulls his bangs down. What the fuck? Just reveal everything.
でも最近露骨にログイン頻度少なくなったし、ちょっとだけ寂しかったな。
私はゲームもしたいんだけれど、ユキくんが甘えてきて困るのよ。
Oh, you're trying to pin the blame on me.
私のバッキーを奪うのは君かい？
Wait a second, you're a gamer, that's news to me.
ゲーマーってほどじゃないけど、結構好きな方かも。ゴロゴロしながらできるし。初耳も何も、そりゃ新海くんは知らないでしょう。
For a second, I worried that she's figured out that we're classmates too, but it doesn't look like she's caught on that far. I know I deliberately act like a gloomy guy in the classroom, but I still feel a little lonely about it.
でも、バッキーの愛人ってことは、もう私のソウルメイトってことだから、気軽にユキって呼んでいい？私のことも、モモコって呼んでよくってよ。
It's all okay.
ちょっとユキくん、その割には嬉しそうな顔しているけれど。
Please don't get jealous over something this trivial. She's not even my type.
何それ、ひどっ。私も女の子なのに。
Like, that's the problem! He is kinda. I like that kind of cheeky girl. Can't help it.
謝りなさい、ユキくん。
Just whose side are you on, Tsubaki?
バッキーは私のものだ。誰にも渡さないからな。リアルバッキー、おっぱいでっか。
揉まないで。
Kozuki squeezed Tsubaki's breast with a serious look on her face. What a nice view.
見てないで止めなさいよ。
でもまさか、いつもゲームしてる相手がこんなにエッチなお姉さんだったなんて。なんだか興奮する。
I know, right?
ユキくんは私とピチフラさん、どっちの味方なのよ。
そうだ、バッキー家近いんでしょ？せっかくだから一緒にゲームしない？プチオフ会ってことで。
あら、いいわね。ユキくん抜きでやりましょう。
What?
私はユキと一緒でもいいけど。
ダメよ。時間が時間だし、ピチフラさんに万一のことがあったら責任が取れないわ。
Exactly what do you think I'd do to this chick?
こいつじゃなくてモモコな。バッキーが好みなら割と私もストライクゾーンに入ってると思うんだけど。
Really, what do you think? What do you think, Tsuki?
確かに、見た目の雰囲気は似てますね。
Tsuki looks at the two women side by side and nods.
でしょ？
お二人とも可愛いというよりは美人という感じです。なんだか照れるわね。
Are you sure about Tsuki? She might take Tsubaki One-chan away from you.
椿お姉ちゃん。
言っておくけれど、私が呼ばせているわけじゃないからね。
もっと根掘り葉掘り聞きたいことがあるから。やっぱり今日はバッキー独り占めしてもいい？
In that case, knock yourself out.
やったぜ！
ちょっとユキくん。
I did end up using a lot of your time today, and yeah, I've had my fill. So just kick back and enjoy some games with your friends.
私よりユキがいいっていうのなら身を引くけど。だって一人でもゲームはできるもの。しくしく。
ピチフラさん、家に連絡してちょうだい。もう今日は返さないから。
まさかのお泊まり？いいね！朝までゲームしよう！
There might be a slight age gap between them, but I suppose gamer friends are a valuable resource. That's just got in the way of their gamer friendship today.
ユキくんとの埋め合わせはまた今度してあげるわね。
Okay, I look forward to it.
ユキも今度一緒にゲームしよう。
Oh, I feel like it.
じゃ、バッキー借りていくから。月ちゃんも今日はありがとね。
ゲームもいいですが、ちゃんと寝ないとダメですよ。
それはちょっと約束できないかな。
Momoko takes a peek at Tsubaki, so excited she just can't hide it.
なんだかんだ、ローカルで一緒にゲームっていうのは、ユキくん以外とは初めてなの。
I get it already. Now go. Goodbye, good night, Tsubaki.
ええ、おやすみなさい。
めっちゃラブラブじゃん。いいなぁ。
もう茶化さないでちょうだい。
Tsubaki and Momoko leave the room in good cheer. I expect Momoko to find out about our relationship, but all's well that ends well. Okay, I guess I'll study a bit more.
ところで兄様、その模試とやらはいつなんですか？
Oh, next Friday, I think.
金曜。
What's wrong, Tsuki?
なんでもないです。私はちょっとお買い物に行ってきますね。
Tsuki looked like she wanted to tell me something. I didn't want to. Guess I'll investigate later. Just a sort of little sister who hesitates to ask for help. Wait, hold on. I'll go with you. That way I can help carry things, you know.
仕方ありませんね。同行を許可します。
Yeah, Tsuki's just at the complex age where she's embarrassed to be seen outside with me.
見解なんてとうに通り越したぜ。
Tsuki has ended up pulling an all-nighter.
確か明日例の模試でしょ。バイトしててもいいのかしら。
Tsubaki has been showing up at the restaurants just about every day I've got a shift. Unlike Emmy, I study at a regular basis.
その瀬川さんに頼まれてシフトを代わってあげた私を褒めて、
You wouldn't happen to be Chinatsu in disguise, would you?
入れ替え可能なら便利だった。
言うほど便利かしら。
Anyways, I've got a favor to ask you, Tsubaki.
あら、どうしたのかしら。もしエッチなお願いだったらお断りだけれど。
お兄ちゃん、わざわざ前置きするってことはエッチなお願いしてほしいってことだよ。
違うからね。もう適当なこと言わないの、泉さん。
Buzz off, Konatsu. You're making things needlessly difficult.
変、ノリが悪い愛人だこと。
Despite complaining, Konatsu obediently leaves as told. So, about Tsuki.
月ちゃんがどうかしたの？とうとう本格的な反抗期の到来？
Tsuki won't have a rebellious age. Anyways, apparently Tsuki's school is having a music recital for parents and guardians tomorrow. Tsuki never shows me those sorts of printouts and flyers, so I always have to secretly check her desk. Tsuki must know that I do this already, but she still makes sure to keep those printouts in her desk, which means she must secretly be lonely. I usually prioritize these events over anything else, but unfortunately the recital conflicts with the mock exams. Tsuki always tries not to cause trouble for other people, so if I skip out at a mock exam for her sake, it might backfire on me. So if you could be free, could you attend in my place?
私が月ちゃんの保護者として？
Oh, so that's your reaction, huh?
当たり前でしょ。だって私たちは一応愛人関係なのに。
Tsuki really does see you as an older sister figure, so it'll just look like it'll be her sister coming to her instead of her brother.
私のせいで月ちゃんが変な目で見られたりしないかしら。
Don't worry, you're beautiful, Tsubaki. You should be more confident in yourself. Nobody ever came to those sorts of events for me, so they've only ever made me feel lonely. I don't want to put Tsuki through the same thing. It's reassuring to have someone to come see you, even if they're not a relative.
考えさせてちょうだい。
Of course, I won't force you. Here's the printout.
仕事は午前上がりだから時間は大丈夫そうね。
I love you, Tsubaki.
まだ考えてる最中なんだからお礼はまだ早いわよ。
Honestly, it was a shot in the dark, so I'm glad she's even considering it. That I've asked her a favor like this, I should really start making our relationship more clear. That's what I've decided to do in the secrecy inside my heart.
なんでパンツ履いてないのよ。
Switching bodies with Konatsu in a dream. What?
今回の勉強会のおかげで致命傷で済んだ。ダメじゃん。エミは？
Honestly, God, like revealing it in class would be way funnier. Like, he just walks up to her like, "Sorry, heard y'all did well." So they all just look at him like, "Why the fuck is he talking to us? Why? Sounds kind of familiar." Suddenly, he just slicks his hair back. Hi. What?
結構良かったかも。頑張ってよかった。まだ午後もあるんだから気抜いちゃダメだよ。
Guess the study session helped since the girls seem to have done fine. Okay, maybe not Mihama though. Likewise, thanks to Tsubaki's help both during and after the study session, I'm confident I did better than I expected. Speaking of Tsubaki, I wonder how she's doing. Texted her this morning that she texted me this morning that she was going to Tuki's school, so she should be there by now. While I know it was a fairly unreasonable request, I feel like it would make Tsuki happier than if I had gone myself. Worst case scenario, she gets mistaken for Tsuki's mom. Nah, I doubt that'll happen. She's too young to have a child Tsuki's age, right? I'm getting kind of curious now. Wish I could see it for myself. Let's go ask her about it when I thank her.
新海くん何にやついてるの？不気味で目立っちゃうよ。
What are you looking at? I'm not on an exhibit.
照れてる照れてる。
I must really be grinning if it's enough for Tenma to notice. Gotta be more careful.
スミと何内緒話してるの？
あれ？ももちゃん？なんで？
I can't blame Tenma for being surprised, but we'll have to talk later.
例の件だけど、予定通り今日この後でいいの？
Ah, we're good.
オッケー。
After getting verbal confirmation, Tomoko quickly returns to her seat, leaving Tenma flabbergasted.
新海くん、今のどういうこと？なんでネクラ新海くんが私以外に学校で生意気にも話しかけられちゃってるの？
Why you're mad? Actually, I'd like to ask for your help too.
私の力を借りたいとはお高くついちゃうよ。
That sounds wrong, you know. Looks like Tenma's more than willing to help. Can't help but let out a sigh, even though I don't want to. That's how bored I am. All the other kids have their parents around. I'm obviously all alone. There's nobody here to watch me, so why bother trying?
兄様、来ませんよね。
You understand each other, which is why I know he's not coming today. If he does just casually show his face here, he'll be disqualified to be my niece-sama. That said, I can't shake this indescribable loneliness. But just to make sure, I decided to at least do a cursory check around the room. That was a noise, I guess. Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again. This woman's just like eyeing her, like, what the fuck? I doubt my eyes for a second. Nisama isn't here, but in this place, Tsubaki One-chan's watching me from behind. One-san, not One-chan. Okay, I fucked up already. She's the only one wearing a suit like a professional, but she looks so stiff and nervous. She looks so much younger than the other parents and guardians, and I like gloomy Nisama. She's so beautiful. Maybe she's nervous because she sticks out. Okay, next, Shinkai, if you will. Sensei, could you please choose a better time to call me out?
頑張って、月ちゃん。
Tsubaki cheers for me, perhaps noticing that I'm worried. Huh? It's not your brother here today, but your... Sensei, don't even address the topic if you're just gonna hesitate like that! Nisama probably asked her to come, but now that you see her, I can't just ignore her presence.
義理の姉です。
I like how she said sister-in-law. Please don't act embarrassed. She'll only embarrass me too. I can't think of a better way to put it. That's the best I can do. She must be a lovely sister-in-law.
月ちゃん。
I decided to scold Nisama later on, but thanks to the person watching over me from behind, I feel a little motivated. Tsuki's feeling motivated. Devil May Cry memes. I kind of feel like editing that, actually. It's okay, I'm home!
おかえりなさい、ゆきくん。
Nice. Yeah, Tsubaki. After the mock exam, I took care of a little business before coming home, only to be greeted by Tsubaki wearing her suit sans jacket. Thank you for attending the observation day. How was it?
どうでしたか？じゃないわよ。なぜだか目立ってしまって大変な目にあったわ。兄様、土下座。
Are you gonna step on me? Are you and Tsubaki gonna step on my back, on the back of my head? Thought she'd be mad, but Tsuki's in a relatively good mood. Tsubaki's cheeks are a little rosy too.
椿お姉さん、これはもう兄様にはしかるべき責任を取ってもらうべきだと私は思います。そうね。月ちゃんに私を義理の姉と紹介させてしまったからには、ゆきくんにもそれ相応の恥ずかしめを受けてもらわないと。
Wow, that's pretty bold of you, Tsuki.
兄様は余裕ぶっていられる立場ですか？未だに愛人だのなんだのごまかしていますけれど、それで許される範疇はもう超えていますよ。
Yeah, you're right. I completely agree. Tsubaki?
何かしら。
Catch Tsubaki off guard when it suddenly gets serious. I would like to go steady with you with the full intention of getting married. Please don't give me the silent treatment. Not you too, Tsuki. You'll make your Oni-chan cry.
兄様こそ、大事な場面で私に逃げないでもらえますか？
ユキくん、本気？
Do you think I'd joke about something like this?
思うわ。だって散々私のことからかってきたじゃないの。
And none of that was ever about something this serious.
それに、ユキくんには瀬川さんという表向きの彼女がいるでしょ？
Oh, we already broke up, if that's the correct way to describe the situation. We've already worked things out with Emmy. I got Tenma and Momoko, that is, Peach F to help. Now that both Tenma and Momoko had already found out about my relationship with Tsubaki, all that was left was Miyama, and that wasn't any trouble at all. Obviously, I talked things through with Emmy too, and in the end, she decided it was better to just come clean than to keep up the show-off act. What was more shocking to her was the revelation that I was her classmate all along. Tenma and Momoko teased the hell out of her for that, since I explained things to Momoko beforehand, and Tenma knew about it to begin with. This is my way to show how serious I am, I suppose. After asking Tsubaki to play the role of Tsuki's guardian, I can't just leave our relationships something as vaguely defined as that of Paramours. And above all else, I just hated having to keep my relationship with Tsubaki secret.
本当にいいの？私、年上だし、趣味はちょっとあれだし、お酒には弱いし。
Tsubaki, you're my type of mature beauty, you're sexy when you're drunk, and I'm glad to be your first romantic partner.
ユキくん、なんだか一つスルーされた気がするのだけれど。
The question of all these things.
椿お姉さん、今そこに突っ込んじゃダメです。
さすがにここはお兄さんの味方をするのね。
はい。珍しくかっこいいこと言ってますから。
You don't have to say for once. Tsubaki's face is already completely red, perhaps thanks in part to Tsuki backing me up here. At this rate, her answer's obvious, but I still wait for her to run nonetheless.
私も、ユキくんがいいわ。
I was so nervous! When the stubborn Tsubaki finally gives me the answer I was hoping for, I feel a huge weight fall off my shoulders.
全く緊張していたようには見えなかったけれど。
I was hiding it, obviously. I was worried about what I'd do if you turned me down at this point.
そんなことはありえないわ。だって、私はユキくんが思っているよりもずっと、あなたのことが好きなんだから。
Tsubaki. We've gotten into a good mood. I get close to Tsubaki only for Tsuki to force her way between us.
はい、ストップです。義理の妹の前ですよ。
ツキちゃん、それはまだちょっと気が早いわよ。
Yeah, I haven't even introduced myself properly to Tsubaki's parents.
気が早いのはユキくんもよ。
Please, relax. You don't have to give up gaming. I'm not a block-headed boyfriend who'd deny you your hobbies this late at the game.
そういう心配をしているんじゃないの。まったくもう。ユキくんはまだ学生さんなんだから。
Yeah, I see what you mean. Your parents might be against you bringing a student home.
いいえ、うちのことだから反対されるどころか、そのまま入籍させられそうだけれど。
Judging from Maki and what I know of Tsubaki's mom through the phone, I can kind of imagine.
今日はお赤飯ですね。
ツキちゃん、それちゃんと意味分かって言ってるの？
As the usual relaxed mood returns to my home, I pump my fist in secret.
椿お姉さん、部屋の鍵を貸してください。
Once Yuki goes to take a bath after dinner, Tsuki makes a cryptic request.
別にいいけれど、どうして？
Oh, she's just gonna like take her keys and like put an extra key to their home on it.
はあ、兄様もですが、椿お姉様もニブチンですね。
お二人が存分にイチャイチャできるよう、特別に今日だけは妹として気を使って差し上げようかと思いまして。
What have we done to make a girl like Tsuki consider something like that?
嬉しいけれど複雑だわ。それに私がユキくん借りて戻った方が良くないかしら？
それだと椿お姉さんが兄様を誘ったようになってしまって恥ずかしいかと思いまして、私が気を使った形にすれば上下なく二人ともいい感じになれます。
Tsuki's so flawlessly considerate, it's frightening to a clueless adult like me.
安心してください。ベッドだけ借りてすぐ寝ますので。
月ちゃんだもの、そんな心配はしてないわ。もしすぐ眠れなかったらゲームたくさんあるから好きにプレイして。
ということはいいんですね。
お言葉に甘えさせてもらうわ。
I hand my keys to the grinning Tsuki and tell her my room number.
ではごゆっくり。
月ちゃんもおやすみなさい。
Finished my bath, and instead of finding the girls in the living room, I found Tsubaki in my room, sitting with her back straight up on my bed for some reason.
ちょっとユキくん、いくらお付き合いを始めたからといっていきなりパンイチはどうなのかしら？
We've already seen each other naked, haven't we? Besides, my change of clothes is in the drawers. Anyways, where did Tsuki go? Is she already asleep? Tsuki may be an early to bed, early to rise kind of girl, but it's still too early to go to sleep, even for her.
私の部屋でゲームをしたいらしくって。
That's what Tsuki told you to say, isn't it?
さすがお兄さんね。
Oh yeah, I love her as much as I love you, Tsubaki.
妹より愛してくれないと拗ねちゃうわよ。
Sorry, but that's non-negotiable.
ふーん。
Tsuki actually does pout as she stands up and approaches me. Tsubaki actually does pout as she stands up and approaches me. She wraps her arms around my neck. I smell the faint scent of alcohol. Did you drink a little?
チューハイを一缶だけよ。本当は家に帰ってから一人で飲む予定で買ってきたんだけど。
So, the power of alcohol, exactly what sort of naughty things are you gonna do?
まだ誰もエッチなことだなんて言ってないわ。
She lightly nibbles on my ear, just like she did that one time. Do you just have the habit of licking ears when drunk?
そんなのないけれど、ユキくん、ここ弱いの知ってるから。
She lightly licks the outer rim of my ear. I feel the tingling heat of Tsubaki's
こんな
tongue.
に誘ってるのに、ユキくんはまだ私に手を出してくれないのかしら？
Now she kisses me and squeezes me tight. I'm not waiting for her to finish the kissy noises. You're just that erotic when drunk, Tsubaki.
今夜だけは私のこと以外考えられないようにしてあげるわ。
Tsubaki lays me down face up on the bed and leans on top of me.
このベッド、ユキくんの匂いがするわ。当たり前だけど。
After sex, we take a shower together, and only then do we realize that Tsubaki doesn't have a change of underwear.
今日は暑いし、このまま裸でイチャイチャしながら寝ましょう。
There's no way I could refuse such an attractive offer, and thus we're cuddling naked on the bed.
もうダメよ。好きあらばおっぱい触ってくるの。
Why not? What have you got to lose?
またエッチな気分になったらどうするのよ。
Is that more of a question of if you get horny, or is that more of a question if you get horny or if I get horny?
私とユキくんどっちもよ。ここで私がお返しとばかりにユキくんのおちんちん触ったらすぐ大きくなっちゃうもの。不公平だわ。
Even if she says that, Tsubaki still cuddles with me. It's so funny.
いえ、まさか私の人生にもこんな瞬間が訪れるだなんて。
Well, me neither. I never thought I'd be with a mature beauty like you, Tsubaki.
一度きりの貴重な青春なんだから、 年の近い子の方が良かったんじゃないの？
Please don't make me repeat myself. I can't see me loving anybody but you for all my life now, Tsubaki.
おっぱい揉まれながら言われても、なんだか言葉が軽く感じるのよね。
I can't help.
ところでユキくん、お金の方は大丈夫なの？レンタルバイトで結構稼いでたんじゃない？
Well, I'll manage. I still have that part-time work at the restaurant, and I've managed to scrape by with various other part-time work for years. So I lost a lucrative part-time gig, so what? I just have to make up for it by working harder elsewhere.
やっぱり私のためよね。
Please don't worry about it. I'm already used to this lifestyle. Anyways, this isn't exactly the thing to talk about naked, so let's end this conversation.
ユキくん、お手。
Huh? It's all of a sudden. I'm not a puppy now. Even to say that, I still place my hand on Tsubaki's outstretched hand.
よしよし。
What kind of kink is this?
今度はお膝よ。
She crosses her legs and pats her lap, or rather her thighs. A lap pillow, huh? I've got no reason to refuse, so I gladly lie my head down.
どう？なかなかの絶景でしょ？
That's supposed to be a CG, but they can't show it because she got boobs out. It's good to see your face with these two dangling melons in the way. It's hard to see your face with these two dangling melons in the way.
ユキくんもその鬱陶しい前髪どうにかしたら？
Unexpected counter. I forgot that my bag stayed down after I got out of the bath. The view up there is good too, but so is the view to the side here.
お腹ならいくらでも見ていいけれど、その下はダメよ。
Why not? I've already seen all the way inside after
ユ
all.
キくん、私がエッチなことに慣れて恥じらいを持たなくなったら嫌でしょ？
Got a point. In that case, please remain an innocent maiden forever.
さすがにもうウブって感じは無理ね。今裸でこんなことしちゃってるんだもの。
From an objective viewpoint, we definitely are doing something shameless in the nude. But as long as the two of us feel happy and blessed, who cares? By the way, why are you patting my head like that? Is that some sort of
こ
reward?
れ頭撫でられるの嫌いかしら？
No, but it's a little embarrassing since it's like you're a mommy comforting me like a baby.
ママ言わないの？もしかしたらさっきので本当にママになっちゃってるかもしれないけれど。
Please don't say that if you're just gonna be embarrassed about it.
ちょっと早めだとは思うけど、私も子供がいても別におかしくない年なのよね。
Tsubaki smiles emotionally. When she puts it like that, it makes me want to go for another round, but I feel oddly comfortable like this. I decide to contain myself for now.
頑張ったわね、ユキくん。
Huh?
まだ私より年下で学生さんなのに、もっと前から月ちゃんと二人きりで生活してたんでしょ？
Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck did it fall? There it is.
いっぱいバイトしてたのもさ、月ちゃんのため。自分のことはずっと後回しで。
Well, now I'm working for my own tuition, though.
それだって月ちゃんに言われたからでしょ？この家で月ちゃんと過ごす素のゆきくんの姿を見ていればわかるわよ。しかもこれからは私との時間も大切にしてくれるって。いろいろ一人で抱え込みすぎ。
I'm the only family Tsuki has. I want you to be just as important to me as Tsuki is. I've always had a reason to work hard. That's why I've never felt bitter about it. Even after an exhausting day of work, as long as Tsuki greets me home with a smile, that's enough to wipe all my fatigue.
でもこれからはそんなに頑張らなくていいの。
That's not true at all, no matter how difficult it's going to get. I'm only just starting to take care of Tsuki.
ほら、また一人で抱え込もうとしてる。今、ゆきくんの目の前にいる私の姿は見えてないのかしら？
Fall silent, unable to read what Tsubaki's getting
普
at.
段気づかなくていいことにまで気づいちゃうのに、ほんと自分のことになるとさっぱりなのね。私はもう大人なんだから、細かい理屈は考えずに頼りなさいって言ってるのよ。
I already rely on you a lot, though. I even had you go to Tsuki's school today.
そんなの頼ってるうちに入らないわ。鈍感ね。ついさっき結婚前提でお付き合いを申し込んできたとは思えないくらい。
Still don't get what Tsubaki's saying. Though, to be honest, it's hard to think serious when we're both naked as the day we were born.
私も家族としてユキくんと月ちゃんのこと守ってあげる。養ってあげると言った方がわかりやすいかしら。
You mean...
自慢じゃないけどお金ならそれなりにあるのよ。私が稼いだお金なんだもの。どう使ったっていいじゃない。さすがにユキくんも秋のお店のバイトくらいは続けてもらわないといけないだろうけど、進学費用くらいなら私が出すわ。
Tsuki rapidly continues as if anticipating I'll reject her
月ちゃん
offer.
のことだってそう。これからいろいろ大変な時期だもの。ユキくん一人じゃ解決できないことだって増えてくるわ。だから私を家族として頼りなさい。
Those powerful words are simultaneously reassuring yet worrying. I need to talk with Tsuki later. I need to know if she wants you to become her sister for real.
もう回りくどい言い方ね。ユキくんらしいけど。
She gently pats my head one more time. Her warmth and the affectionate tone of her voice started to lull me to
今まで
sleep.
一人で大変だったわね。
It was...
もう平気だから。これからは私も一緒よ。
I can feel warm tears welling up in the corners of my eyes. Quick Utawarurumo no spoiler for Mask of Truth if you haven't played that. I'll just go to the next line when I'm done with the spoilers, so just see what... Just if you don't want to hear this, just check when the line changes. So, this scene really gives me the same kind of vibes as the scene with Haku and Torikori right before they march on the capital in Mask of Truth. Just this gives me like not quite the same amount, but like similar feel. It makes me feel similar as when Haku like broke down when he found out that Torikori all this time realized that he wasn't actually Oshitor. And that despite him feeling guilty of Oshitor's death, feeling like it was all his fault, Torikori just basically accepted him like, don't worry, I'm not blaming you, and if anything, I now have two wonderful sons to call my family. And it's just fucking gorgeous. And this is giving me like similar vibes, where it's just like this man had to like harden himself up for like years on end. He wasn't like Yuki wasn't quite enduring the same severity of situations as Haku, but he's endured it for longer. So for him to finally have like this moment where he can like just show vulnerability again for once, just actually be taken care of by an adult figure in his life, it's just real nice. And I'm gonna feel bad in other rounds because honest to God, like, I can't really talk since I haven't played any of the other routes, but this just feels right. Tsuki gets a taste of gaming all night long. I'm so sleepy. I just can't stop. Oh no. But yeah, this...
ねえ、ユッキー。瀬川ちゃんに振られたってマジマジのマジ？
Like, I can't really judge it since I haven't played any of the other routes, but this feels like the best one thus far, because it's just like, okay, the Yuki actually finally doesn't have to act like far more mature than he's actually supposed to be. At my shift at Sunny and Letta's, Aki, the most irritating drunkard in the universe, starts messing with me, sake bottle in hand like always. Who leaked that info to this drunkard?
それ私。
Told her yourself, huh? Amy thought this over this way in an awfully good mood.
どんな風に振ったか、高額のために教えてほしい。
ユキってばひどいの。私という可愛い彼女がいるのに、椿さんと浮気して。
That's the worst fake crying I've ever seen, but I can't say anything careless here since I made a promise with that show-off when she said I want to be the one who dumps you.
お兄ちゃんひどい。インポじゃなかったの？
You're at least somewhat aware of the situation, aren't you?
まあ私としては、バッキーが幸せになってくれる方がいいんだけどね。瀬川ちゃんも次行こう、次。男なんて腐るほどいるから。
How about you get yourself one of those fish, huh, Aki?
こんなのが腐るほどいたら、世界腐っちゃいますよ。
なんでまたユッキーみたいな男限定なの？やっぱりまだ未練が。乙女ね。
違いますってば。ねえ、ユキ。
Why are you turning this on me? You just broke my heart by dumping me, you know.
全然そんな風には見えないけど。もっと悲しそうな演技して。
I've got no obligation to do so. Now stop the idle chatter and get back to work, you wage thief.
私に振られた分際で減らす口を。
I just feel like this cocky show is trying to blackmail me. I fear for the future.
ねえねえ、このツッチ、別れた割にはあの二人仲良くない？円満失恋。体の関係だけまだ続いてそう。全く円満じゃない！むしろ泥沼！裏ではユッキーを奪い合うために、瀬川ちゃんとバッキーのセックスバトルが繰り広げられているのね！
私まだ処女ですけど。
That's not something to yell about, Emmy.
ちなみに私も処女。
That's not a casual, by the way, tidbit.
ところで、ユッキー愛しのバッキーは今日は来ないの？やっ
Are you asking me? Tsubaki's got overtime today.
ぱ知ってるんじゃん！ヒュー！ラブラブー。
Once I'm by myself, Aki flatters me, but it only seems empty. After the mock exam results came back, Tsubaki has been busy working at the prep school. She still comes to see me on the way home from work every day, whether here at the restaurant or at my place, but we don't get much time to talk.
昨日お店来た時も、椿さんぐったりしてたもんね。
お兄ちゃんとセックスのしすぎ？
If we're trying to butt into the conversation, at least listen to what I say, damn it.
早くバッキーのおばさんに腹ぼてをめでた姿見せてあげてよ。
That's the worst possible way you could have phrased that.
やっぱり椿さんとエッチなことしてるの？
私も興味津々のシーン。
Have you two just forgotten that you're on the clock?
そうよ！ちゃんとお仕事しなさい！プンプン！
You're the last person I want to hear that from. Though I'm picking a fight with the owner right now, that doesn't change the fact that I've stopped working too, so I go back to wiping the table. Ever since Tsubaki declared that she'd support me and Tsuki, it feels like a huge weight has been taken off my shoulders. But even so, I've decided to keep working hard on my studies and at this part-time job. I can't just take advantage of Tsubaki's graces.
お待たせ、ユキくん。
Good job at work today, Tsubaki. Good job at work, Tsubaki. After my shift, I'd meet up with Tsubaki in front of the prep school. We just happened to finish at the same time today.
ようやく明日はお休みだわ。
When she stretches, her voluptuous breasts move up and down too, which is a little distracting. You could probably kick back and relax tomorrow, huh?
そういうわけにもいかないわ。だってここ数日、ユキくんのこと放置気味だったし、寂しかったでしょ？
Yeah, sure it was lonely.
うわ、なんてわざとらしい。なんでそういう時は隠そうとしないの？
Well, we see each other every day. I'm not a baby, you know.
一緒に寝た時、おっぱい吸いたそうにしてたくせに。
I'll try it again once you start lactating.
ダメよ、お乳はユキくんのものじゃないんだから。って外でなんてこと言わせるのよ。
Nobody heard it. I had the signal change.
もう待って。
Tsubaki grasps my hand and saddles up close. Now we're officially lovers. I suppose she doesn't mind people seeing us acting lovey-dovey. So what's the plan tonight, Tsubaki? I think Tsuki made enough dinner for you.
もちろん寄っていくわ。月ちゃんも起きて待ってるだろうし、ついでに明日の予定も一緒に考えましょ
Don't mind me, you must be tired and your game backlog must be stacked up, right?
そうだけれど。
With that said, I'll drop by in the afternoon as a house date.
ありがとう、ゆきくん。なら、お言葉に甘えさせてもらうわ。
It's nice to just relax at home every now and then. It'll be easy to have sex if we get horny.
あら大変。ゆきくんがエッチな気分にならないよう、バッチリ対策しておかないと。
Tsubaki playfully rebukes me, but she probably does want the game, so I'll try to keep myself in check.
もういっそ椿お姉さんもうちに住んじゃえばいいと思うのです。
Didn't I already suggest that? So that would literally like improve everyone's financial situation. Tsubaki starts choking on her food when Tsuki makes an outrageous suggestion. Tsuki has the bold proposal, but please cut Tsubaki some slack. She's about to blow a fuse.
でもほぼ毎晩うちに来てくれてますし、食事も3人分作る方が食材使いやすいんですよ。それとも
Guilt trip!
椿お姉さんは私と一緒に住むのは嫌ですか？
そんなことはもちろんないけれど。
Tsubaki still tries to act like she's on top of things whenever Tsuki's around. But if Tsuki were to see someone lazing around in a tracksuit, drinking alcohol and playing games all night, she'd give them an earful, even if it were Tsubaki. Everyone needs their privacy, even among family.
それは重々承知の上です。よく無断で私の部屋に入ってくる不届きな兄がいますから。
あら、妹とはいえ女の子の部屋に勝手に入るなんてデリカシーがないわね、ゆきくん。
I feel like the game is actively like chiding me here because I don't really like knock when entering my little sister's room either. Because it's either to try to catch her when she's supposed to no longer be using her phone, or just to like annoy her. So I feel like the game is like personally getting getting fucking personal with me here. Like, don't fucking do this anymore. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna keep doing it because it's fun to piss my little sister off like that. Ugh. Should've known you'd side with Tsuki. Personally, I feel there's a risk I'll lose some of my authority in this household with the addition of another woman. But on a serious note, we'd save on rent, and there's a room we're not even using. It might be hard to spend your days off gaming with Tsuki around.
もちろんそれもあるんだけれど。
When Tsuki leaves her seat to take away her tableware, Tsubaki secretly whispers into my ear.
私の部屋がないとエッチなことしづらくなるじゃないの。
You want to use your room as a sex slayer? She does have a point though. She moves in and I'll have to keep Tsuki in mind. You'll have to keep things tasteful.
だからもうしばらくはこのままがいいと思うの。いろいろ熱いうちはね。
Sunny, wanna go to your room right now, Tsubaki?
節操なしはダメよ。だって明日私の部屋に来るんでしょ。
So you're saying it's okay if it's tomorrow?
そういう意味じゃないわよ。すぐそうやって期待しないの。
Ow. She gives me a warning poke to the
お
forehead.
二人で一体どんな内緒話をしてたんですか？
We were talking about how you used to be so cute and crawled into my bed saying, "Nisama, let's sleep together."
過去を捏造しないでください。
Also how you used to be so scared of lightning, you'd always cling to me during storms.
記憶にございません。
ひたすら月ちゃんが可愛いだけの話じゃない。ゆきくんの恥ずかしい話とかないの？
もちろんありますよ。狙ってた株の銘柄が買った直後に暴落して雨の中靴も履かずに家を飛び出していったとか。
月ちゃん、それ全然笑えないわ。ゆきくんも一体何をしてるのよ。
It wasn't that big a loss, so please laugh.
あとは集めてたギザ銃を間違えて両替に出してしまってその日はずっと部屋の隅っこで丸まってたことも。
可愛いというには微妙なラインね。 可愛くなかったですか？
なんだかんだ言って、月ちゃんも相当ブラコンよね。
心外です。兄様と一緒にしないでください。
You'll become a ciscon-in-law eventually, Tsubaki.
意味が違って聞こえるわよ。いつも思うんだけれど、わざわざ見送りに来なくていいのよ。私の家、目と鼻の先なんだから。
After dinner, I walked with Tsubaki out of my apartment complex. I just haven't had my goodnight kiss yet.
あたかもいつもしてるように言わないの。一度もしたことないくせに。
So you won't give me one?
こういうのって私からするものなの？
It's harder that way.
お休みのキスなのに興奮しちゃったら寝れないじゃないの。残念だけどお預けね。
She softly touches her index finger against my lips.
じゃあまた明日ね、ゆきくん。
Okay, good night, Tsubaki. Tsubaki really led me by the nose there, but I guess is fine every now and then.
ゆきくん。
Huh? As soon as I turn around to head back, Tsubaki taps my shoulder, and as soon as I turn around, she plants her lips on mine. As if to get back at her, I slip my tongue and slip her my tongue and hold her tightly in my arms. I'm not gonna listen to them kissing. Just read the end bit. I couldn't help it, Tsubaki. We're just too playful.
ゆきくん意外とこういうの好きでしょ。今度こそおやすみなさい。
It's definitely gonna be a good night, since I'm gonna have a sexy dream about you now.
台無しじゃないの。勝手に私の体を妄想に使っちゃいや。
Oops. What?
はいはい。月ちゃんが心配するから早く戻りなさい。また明日ね。
I see Tsubaki off as she heads to the entrance of her apartment complex for real this time. So it's little interactions like these that make our relationship so satisfying. It's better cost performance than I expected.
切り取っちゃうか
What
も。
would you do if your partner cheated on you? I'll cut it off, snippity snip. I'm scared of Hasumi. Like, just that, just the fact that that's what you would do. Like, it's not even a fact of, oh no, I would cheat, so I should be scared of this. It's just like, she would resort to this for something like that. So that is a kind of, like, brain problem, isn't it? But the intrusion... Oh.
あら、ゆきくん、おはよう。
Tsubaki sleepily waves her hand in her tracksuit gamer mode. I haven't seen her like this in a while. Judging by how she looks, she must have been up all night again. Let me guess, you didn't sleep again?
今起きたのよ。せっかくゆきくんとおうちデートなのに、徹夜はまずいでしょ。
You look like you dozed off with the controller in hand to me.
なんでバレたのかしら。おかしいわね。
Silly Tsubaki, it proves that you left the game console on and you're still holding the controller in your right hand. Well, judging by the looks of things, you were fast asleep, so I suppose I'll let you off the hook.
ゆきくん、お腹すいたわ。
I still have a sleep. Well, I brought some onigiri that Tsuki made, so let's eat that together. But why don't you wash your face first?
そうね。さすがにまだすっぴんを晒し続けるのは抵抗があるわ。
Tsuki's beautiful even without makeup, but she goes to wash up anyway. Sit down in Tsubaki's slightly messy room and take the wrapped onigiri out of my bag. Guess I'll get some drinks ready too. Where does she keep her cups? It's a little awkward rummaging around here without permission. But it's just tableware, so it should be fine. Oh, it's these things. Found the matching mugs that Tsubaki bought with me the first time we went out together. I would have thought that they'd actually come in handy. Heat up water in a kettle and brew some coffee.
おにぎりにコーヒーってどうなのかしら。
Tsubaki comes back with a face looking refreshed. She's still wearing her tracksuit though. I was gonna make tea, but you didn't have any.
そうね。今度買っておくわ。あら、そのマグカップ。
Really brings you back, huh? Figured we might as well use them.
まるで恋人みたいね。
I mean, we are, aren't we?
愛人スタートだったせいか、あんまり恋人って気分じゃないのよね。強いて言うなら、恋人以上家族未満って感じ。
Like to have more of a flirty time with you, Tsubaki.
まさに今、イチャイチャしてるでしょ。 はいこれクッション使って。
Tsubaki and I faced each other at the coffee table and started eating the onigiri.
ところで中身は何かしら？
The ones with a bit of rice sticking out at the top have salmon. The ones completely covered with nori are kombu.
あらほんとね。いつもこういう決まりなの？
Well, one time Tsuki put in a dried plum instead as a prank.
ツキちゃんっていたずらすることもあるの？意外だわ。
Despite what you might think, she can be quite mischievous when it's just the two of us.
へえ、私ももっとツキちゃんのこと知りたいわ。
She's taken quite a liking to you, so I think she'll teach you more about herself eventually.
そうだといいけど。
Tsubaki and I spent some relaxed time together. It's enough to make my heart feel warm and fuzzy inside.
この後だけど、本当にゲーム続けてもいいのかしら？
Of course, I'll watch from the side. It's more fun that way, isn't it?
そうね。最近はゲーム実況とかも盛り上がってるし、見る楽しみっていうのは確かにあるかも。
You're a gamer, so maybe you should try being a streamer too.
私はほら、熱中するとあれだから。
Yeah, you really hurl some abusive language. Hey, I'm just saying, a pretty lady like her hurling abusive language would probably be popular with like a large crowd of people.
でも、あそこまでヒートアップすることはめったにないんだからね。本当よ。
It's funny seeing Tsubaki try to make excuses.
そういえば、ピチフラさんはたまにやってるみたいね。コーププレイしてるとき、一緒に私のキャラが映ったことはあったわ。
That girl's always ready to throw hands. Wouldn't expect it if you just saw her standing quietly in her uniform, though. Momoko seems the most mature in Amy's little group of friends, but she can be the most chaotic of them all. Well, I guess she wouldn't be able to mesh with Amy and Miyama if that weren't the case.
私もイメージと違ってびっくりしたわ。見た目もっと元気そうな子かと思ってたもの。
Well, she's lively. She always clings on to Tenma in the classroom. I don't know much else about her.
なんで同じクラスなのに知らないのよ。
She's a girl and I'm a gloomy guy. You of all people should know what it's like, what that feels like, right, Tsubaki?
残念だけど、私の学校田舎すぎて、一学年に10人もいなかったから、全員の親と顔見知りなレベルよ。
That's pretty extreme. Forgot your hometown was out in the sticks.
まったくよ。ゆきくん連れて帰省するのも一苦労だわ。
Oh, so that's already a given, Tsubaki.
秋から伝わったのか知らないけど、ゆきくんの受験が終わったらでいいから連れてきなさいって。まったく。
I'll have to meet your family, huh? That makes me kinda nervous.
全然そうは見えないけれど。
Well, I've already talked with your mother on the phone.
うちの親戚何人いるか知ってる？それに秋と似たようなノリの人間がほとんどだと言ったら？
Tsubaki, I'm scared. I suddenly lost all my motivation to go. I don't want them to get me drunk off local sake and force me to dance around naked.
いや、さすがにそこまでは。余裕でありえるわね。
Again, that one scene where they all just like get drunk off their kikar. Just like, oh yeah. When Shinanon just walks in and I sees all of them just like naked like that, and then just like as she's led away to like shield her young eyes, just like Kibrus is the cutest, and just murders him like that. Like she did not have to say that. She did not have to stab him in cold blood like that, but she did. I suppose the little kid doesn't have the fucking like mental capacity to see that could potentially destroy someone's self-confidence. I think I'm starting to see what Tsubaki would go so far as to pay money to pretend as she's seeing a man. She seems seriously concerned about her meddlesome family.
そうそう。実家からお米と野菜が届いてたんだった。後で持って帰って月ちゃんに渡してくれる？最近自炊する暇ないし、よくごちそうになっちゃってるから。
Oh, that's a big help. I'm sure it'll make Tsuki happy too.
さてと、そろそろゲームしてもいい？
You've been urging the game, haven't you? You should've just said so sooner. You can talk while you game.
そう言われてみたらそうね。
I snuggle up next to Tsubaki as she picks up a patrol.
今日はユキくんも楽しめるように謎解きゲーをすることにしたわ。先に犯人を当てた方が勝ちよ。
Oh, is that a challenge? I'm good at mystery stuff.
ちょっと進めちゃってるけど、まだ序盤だから平気だと思うわ。
The game takes place in a mountain lodge. The protagonist and 9 other people are trapped by heavy snowfall. The goal of the game is to identify the serial killer among the group and escape. You gotta be kidding me! You expect me to stay here with a killer among us? I'm leaving! Short-tempered Saito. Ah, that guy's good as dead. She's asking to be the next victim.
さすがにそれはお約束すぎない？外に出て行方不明と見せかけて、後半犯人の共犯者として戻ってくるパターンよ。
True, it does seem like that'd be more than one culprit. Ah! Will he be okay? Don't go off on your own. Contrary to our expectations, the man who tries to leave is knocked out and dragged back in. He's obviously a good guy.
絶対いいやつね。
He's gonna have the role of protecting the protagonist and the heroine from the culprit.
それだけに死んじゃいそうね。序盤印象悪いけど、こっからどんどんいいやつポイントを稼ぎ始めていくタイプだわ。
I don't think we're enjoying this game the right way.
メタ読みしすぎるのは良くないけど、向こうも呪術トリックを使ってくる可能性もあるから。
私、怖いわ、ユキくん。
It's pretentious Segawai again. Don't worry, I'm right beside you. Protagonist like Yuki. Why'd you name the protagonist after me? And the heroine's got the same last name and personality as Emi.
その方が面白いかと思って。
Things go smoothly as more and more people die, which would sound insane if I weren't talking about a game. And eventually the killer is revealed. You must die by my fist.
お前かい！
It was you?! How were we supposed to figure that out? You're telling me you couldn't find a murder weapon because he just beat them all to death with his fists?
しかも急に戦闘が始まったわ。なんなのこのゲーム。
I don't have enough blood.
死なないで、ユキくん。今、私の血を分けてあげるから。
How? Is she stupid? Is she an idiot? The fictional Emmy suddenly takes out a syringe and starts doing a blood transfusion. That can't be healthy. Protagonist's stats boosted by secret bloodline.
なんだか知らないけど、無敵になったわ。
You have defeated me, young man. How could you do such a thing? I trusted you. Do you even need a reason to test my
この
abilities?
人、立ったまま死んでる。
The snow suddenly finally stops and the end credits roll.
クソゲーね。
Oh, it was kind of fun.
終盤の展開で台無しにする、タチの悪いクソゲーだったわ。アマトンレビューに星1つけ。
Now, now. Try to soothe the pissed off Tsubaki. Can't say I blame her though.
なんだかすっきりするのがやりたくなってきたわ。
Oh no.
こういう時は対人音源に限るわね。
Playing on land sounds like it'll just piss you off even more to me.
大丈夫よ。初心者狩りするから。
Oh no. That's even worse! Oh boy. That's just how she gets when it comes to games, huh? Tsubaki lays face down in bed and hugs a pillow as she starts playing online. Looks like she's quickly starting to forget about me. First I think, what's the deal with that? But I keep watching the screen.
鼻かゆい。ゆきくん、ちょっと手離せないから鼻かいてくれる？
Okay. She scratches Tsubaki's small nose for some reason. Her nose gets itchy when she's gaming. Her shoulders ticklishly twitch.
ありがとうゆきくん。そこよ。よし、ダブルキル。
Tsubaki's gaming session seems to go by smoothly without any frustration today. So that's a little bit of a relief. That said, I'm getting kinda bored.
今の私にかなうものなんていないわ。
I see Tsubaki merely flailing her legs as secretly get up on the bed behind her. Mira can see the panty line on her plump posterior through her tracksuit that's a size too small for her. From this angle, even her tracksuit looks oddly erotic. Tsubaki's so distracted by the game, I get to stare long and hard at her ass. That moment, the devil whispers to me, "Why just look when you can touch?" And that's the sex scene. Since we got all dirty, Tsubaki goes off to take a shower first. I think I should apologize to Momoko since that was my fault, so I turned on the game console. Yo, sorry about that, Ruckus.
あれ、もういいの？
Yeah, you can play with Tsubaki in a bit. I'm going to sleep.
やっぱり疲れるものなの？
Huh? What is?
疲れる方だけじゃなくて、つく方も疲れるものなのって聞いてるの。
You sure you're not misunderstanding something?
エッチのすけ。
Who the hell is that?
バレないとでも思った？バッキーのエッチな声、思いっきり漏れてたし、だいたい音でわかるっての。
I'm so sorry! Imitate Amy and genuflect in front of the screen.
ユキに私の聴覚的処女を奪われた。責任を取ってもらおうか。
I know what you mean, but I know the kind of art that people draw, and it does not make me happy. How's that? Anyways, I really am sorry.
ユキの弱み握れたし、バッキーに免じて特別に許してあげる。
I don't think threatening to blackmail someone counts as letting them off the hook.
自業自得でしょ？今度、ユキが普段バッキーとどんなエッチなことしてるか教えてもらうから。
What kind of blackmail is that?
それで、聞いたユキの性癖をエミやスミにバラすんだ。
Okay, now that's blackmail.
冗談だって。ユキって結構可愛いよね。
ピチフラさん、私のユキくんを口説かないでくれるかしら？
Oh, she's naked.
嫉妬の鬼が現れた。そんじゃ、邪魔しちゃ悪いし、私はこれにてドロン。
逃げちゃった。一緒にゲームしようと思ったのに。
Let's put some clothes on first, or I'm gonna get horny again.
もう精子残ってないでしょ。ユキくんにいっぱいエッチなことされちゃって、またお腹減ったから夕食にしない？今日も月ちゃんが待ってるだろうから。
Oh, the sun's already setting.
ねえ、どれだけユキくんが節操なしか分かったでしょ？
What about you, Tsubaki? How many times did you come just today?
いちいち数えてないわよ、そんなのは。男の子と違うんだから何回でもいいの。
Stop pouting and put on some clothes before you catch a cold.
そう思うのなら先に戻ってなさい。何しれっと私の着替え眺めるつもりでいるのかしら？
Is it more embarrassing for me to see you putting on clothes than to see you buck naked?
整えているとこ見せたくないだけ。そんなんだから月ちゃんにデリカシーがない兄様って罵られるのよ。
Ooh, that hurts. Okay, I'll go home and wait with Suki.
ええ、私もすぐ行くわ。
兄様、おかえり。
How the fuck did you get here? Let's see. Actually, let's have all his stuff. Let's see, 110. Hello, police?
何通報しようとしてるの？大丈夫、ここはユッキーのお家で会ってるから。
That was a long walk for a small glass of water, joke-wise. I know that. The problem is why you're in here.
ようやく帰ってきてくれましたか。
Worn out, Tsuki comes out to the front door. Tsuki the drunkard didn't do anything with you, did you? I thought I told you not to open the door to strangers.
いえ、
椿お姉さんの親戚だと証拠付きで今節丁寧に説明されまして、うっかり開けたらこのざまです。
What's with the get up?
せっかくだから泊まっていこうかと思って。見て見て、お酒もいっぱい持ってきたの。
That doesn't change a smidgen of, that doesn't make a smidgen of sense.
なんでアキがユキくんの家にいるのよ。通報するわよ。
ようやく来た。遅かったじゃないの。てっきりユッキーと家族ぐるみでお付き合いしてるの嘘じゃないかと思っちゃったわ。
まったく、アキも大変ね。どうせまた母さんに様子見てきてって言われたんでしょ。
さすが親子ね。具体的には、椿の将来の婿とそのご家族に親族を代表して挨拶してきてって言われたの。
早くも外堀を埋めに来たわね。
You don't have to go through such lengths. Tsubaki's already head over heels for me.
ユキくんが私にの間違いでしょ。
血は喧嘩してる場合ですか？
よかったじゃない。話聞いたら妹ちゃんも公認の仲みたいで。あのバッキーがとうとう。
嘘泣きやめなさい。
でも私より先に結婚するのは許さないんだから。酔いつぶしてユッキー奪ってやるんだから。もう
応援しに来たのか邪魔しに来たのか。
どっちもよ。そんなことより早く月ちゃんのご飯食べよう。お酒飲む前にお腹満たしておかないと。
それはいいけど、どうしてユキくんの家なのよ。私の部屋に来ればいいじゃない。
だってバッキーの部屋3人じゃ狭いでしょ。ユッキーに床で寝てもらうのはかわいそうでしょ。
床で寝るのは秋でしょ。常識的に考えて。
The two older women sit down at the table as they argue. Despite what it might look like, they really do get along. They do go back a long way after all.
ところで兄様、どうしてさっきからおじいちゃんみたいになってるんですか？
I just threw out my hips a little. Ow, ow, ow.
不死だら兄様。
You're too young to make assumptions about you and Nichan's sex life. Nichan's super worried about where you learned to make that association.
ユッキーも飲もう。
何しれっと飲ませようとしてるのよ。いい加減にしなさい。
After dinner, I take a bath since I worked up a sweat. By the time I finish, Aki's already drinking.
月ちゃんも飲む？
I'm reporting you, damn drunkard.
実は興味津々ですが、初めては兄様と一緒に楽しめるように取っておきます。
Ah, Tsuki! Oni-chan's so happy!
その頃にはユッキーも立派なお父さんになってそうね、バッキー。
そうかもね。
Not gonna deny it, Tsubaki.
ズキちゃんがお酒飲めるようになるのって結構先の話じゃないの。まさかユキくんはそれまでずっと私のことママにしてくれないつもり？
I see you're drunk already. Tsubaki clings to me from behind, smelling faintly of alcohol. But it gotten used to this, but it's not enough to get. So it's not enough to get me flustered.
すぐ酔えるってある意味羨ましいわ。私本気で酔おうと思ったら大変なんだもん。
And yet you look like you're drunk 24/7 to me. Hey, Tsubaki, stop nibbling on my ear.
ユキくんお風呂上がりのいい匂いがする。
大変です。椿お姉さんがちょっとエッチなお姉さんに変貌してしまいました。私にはまだ刺激が強いです。
And yet you're not even trying to look away. It's already Betty bye time for a good little kids.
お酒は飲めませんが、将来のお姉さんとその親戚にお酌するくらいはしないと私の行事が許しません。
何この子、我が家に一人欲しいわ。
ユキくんもツキちゃんも秋にはあげないんだから。
Ah, there she goes drinking it again. Tsuki, please don't let Tsubaki drink so much.
私がついだお酒が飲めないと言うんですか？お姉様。
勘弁してください。
For some reason, Tsuki's really playing up the sister-in-law act. Huh? Aki's gone. Where could that drunkard have gone off to?
ユッキーとバッキーの愛の巣はこの私がいただいたわ。
She's not even hiding. She's just doing a sexy pose on my bed. Serious about staying the night, huh?
いやー、帰るつもりだったんだけど、たらふく食べて飲んだらだるくなっちゃった。てへ。
I was thinking tongue out like that. It stops being cute once you're no longer a teenager.
でもバッキーがやったら可愛さで射精しちゃうんでしょ。だったら私もセーフ。
Tsubaki's cute without having to rely on such tricks.
バッキーのこと大切にしてあげてね。
What's this all about? What's this all of a sudden?
あんなに輝いてるバッキー、私も見たことなかったから。
Oops. But I love her more. You're gonna sleep now? What the hell? Not joking, she seriously went to sleep. So I go back to the... No joke, she seriously went to sleep. So I go back to the living room.
つばきお姉さん、私も妹が欲しいです。
弟でもいいかしら。今日たくさんしちゃったから、もしかしたらもうお腹の中にいるかも。
It wouldn't be a brother though. It would just make Tsuki an aunt.
本当ですか？どれどれ？何も聞こえません。
Tsubaki, I know you're drunk, but what do you think you're telling Tsuki?
大丈夫よ。月ちゃんも半分寝ぼけちゃってるから。
兄様が二人に見えます。
It's Betty time for good kids, so come on. I led Tsuki by the hand to her room and took her into bed.
ようやくイチャイチャできるわね。
You haven't had enough today? That's a surprise.
ゆきくんとならいくらだってイチャつけるわよ。
I don't know if she's serious or drunk. Or just drunk, but Tsubaki gets clingy and cuddly. I come near my bed, so do you want to do it back at your room?
さっきもおじいちゃんみたいになってたくせに強がらないの？
You can top this time, just like how you did it during our first time.
もう空っぽでしょ。ちゃんと精液貯めてから出直しなさい。
Tsubaki?
なに？ゆきくん。
I'll become a proper full-fledged man soon, okay?
今でも十分大人よ。
Tsubaki's sweet sigh engulfs me in her scent and the scent of alcohol. Your boobs are the best cushions, Tsubaki.
ちょっと顔をうずめないの？ぎゅっと押し付けて息ができなくしちゃうわよ。
Scared to think I might have seriously gotten you pregnant? It's so satisfying to suck on Tsubaki's scent to her chest. Well, I do want to grow up to be a full-fledged adult soon. It's pretty nice to be treated as a younger guy, too.
今度の休みは勉強みっちり見てあげるわね。そこは喜びなさいよ。予備校講師がマンツーマンで、しかもタダで教えてくれるなんてなかなかないわよ。
It pains me that I can't repay you enough with my free love, Tsubaki.
飲みすぎたわ。もう眠くなってきちゃった。エッチなことはしちゃダメだけど、私の部屋で一緒に寝ましょう。
Yippee! I'm gonna sleep with you as my body pillow tonight, Tsubaki!
私がユキくんを抱き枕にするんだから、ダメ。
We got back to Tsubaki's room after that, but perhaps due to the exhaustion of this afternoon, we instantly fell asleep without any time to make out.
私がお姉ちゃんです。えへん。
Tonight's stream, she's also...
あれ？ももちゃん、どうしたの？エミじゃん。私はこれからバッキーとオフ会。
バッキー？オフ会？
ピチフラさん、瀬川さん困ってるじゃない。
ああ、椿さんのことね。オーナーみたいな呼び方するからなんだと思った。ところでユキはいないの？シフトにも入ってなかったし。すぐユキのこと探したなんて、まだ未練があるんじゃないの？違うってば！椿さんの前で誤解されるようなこと言わないで。
残念だけど、ユキくんは家で月ちゃんとお留守番よ。
ちゃっかりユキの動向を把握してるバッキーなのだった。
もうちょこさないで。
二人ともめっちゃ仲良し。
エミちゃん、私のチーズまだ？あれ？ももちゃんと先生だ。我が愛しのスミチは
気配は感じていたけど、まさかいたとは。
エビに私の気配を察知しないでよ。
I know going to Aki's restaurant means inevitably running into one or two of Yuki's acquaintances, but there's just so many of them today.
あら、泉さんも来ていたのね。
教え子とラブラブだと噂な先生だ。
What a face!
ちなみに、その噂を流しているのは他でもないこの私。
そしてその噂を SNS で拡散しているのはこの私。
私の教え子たちが反逆は
私は教え子じゃないからセーフ。
なんだか今日は賑やかね。これならちょっとくらい飲んでもバレなさそうだわ。
カオスだわ。やっぱりお店他のとこにした方が良かったかしら。
私は全然気にしないけど。それより早くユキとののろけ話聞かせて。
今日のオフ会ってそういう趣旨だったの？
ゲームはいつもやってるし。この前から気になってたんだけど、ユキが呼び出しに応じないから、代わりにバッキーで満足することにした。
I don't know how long she means by a while now, but it seems like Yuki's done something behind my back.
私も興味ある。エミちゃんもあるでしょ、元カノとして。まあ、
お兄ちゃんと一体どんなプレイしているのか。
ちょっと小夏、人のジョージに首突っ込もうとするんじゃないの。
お姉ちゃんは興味ないんだ。なら、あっち行ってて。
私だけ仲間外れにしようとしないで。
なんで公開処刑みたいになってるの？こんなところで話せるわけないじゃない。
みんなで囲んでるから平気平気。
ほんとだ、囲まれてる。
What's even going on anymore?
先生、新海くんのこと独り占めにしてるんだから、それくらいは話してもらわないとね。
お兄ちゃん、お金積んでも私のお願い聞いてくれなくなった。悲しい。
いや、あんたのはお金以前に内容に難がありすぎるのよ。私も隅にバレてひどい目にあったしな。チラチラ。ゲロっちまえば楽になるぞ、バッキーさんよ。若い子って恐れ知らずだわ。
最初はどっちから誘ったの？
どちらからともなく。
絶対嘘よ。バッキーからいやらしく年下のユキ誘ったに決まってるじゃないの。
いやらしく誘ってなんかちょっと甘えたりはしたけれど。
椿さんがユキに甘える？想像できない。
I just feel like everyone's shaming me. Is it Yuki's fault? That must be it, right?
やっぱり最初は痛いものなんですか？
しれっと先生が処女だったと決めつける失礼なお姉ちゃん。
もちろん初めてだったわよ。悪い？
もちろんなんだ。
こんなに美人なのに引きこもってゲームばっかりしてるから。
もうそこまで言うんだったら逆にどうやったらユキくんのこと喜ばせられるか教えてちょうだい。
やっぱりおっぱいとか？
もうしたわ。
じゃあお尻。
それもした。
バッキーお尻でしちゃったの？
そういう意味じゃなくて、ユキくんが後ろから。
What am I saying? I'm an idiot.
先生、意外とやることやっててびっくりだよ。ねえ、ももちゃん。
そりゃあんなエッチな声も出るわ。
まさかピチフラさん、この前の聞こえて？
どうやら我々が思っている以上に高度な変態プレイを経験済みなご様子。
先生と違って経験のない私たちがお兄ちゃんを喜ばせられるプレイなんて思いつくものなの？その若さを武器に考えるのだ、少女たちよ。ふと思ったんだけど、私バイト中になんでワイダーに付き合わされてるんだろう。考えちゃダメだよ、エミちゃん。感じるんだよ。
あ、ひらめいた。
ももちゃん、私が頑張って盛り上げたのにそんなにあっさり。
ほら、私たち学生じゃん？当然、バッキーにもそういう時代はあったわけで。
残念だけど、私の青春は不毛な暗黒時代だったから。
そんなバッキーも今まさに恋して輝いてるじゃん？いけるって。
ピチフラさん、話が見えないんだけれど。
私の天才的発想に震えるがよい。
そんなの無理無理無理無理。
Peach Chef's suggestion is so outrageous. It far outstrips the limits of my self-respect.
そんなんで喜ぶものなの？
エッチなビデオやお店では定番のプレイ。
さすがおっぱい師匠、詳しい。
おっぱい師匠って。あんた、ハスミさんになんで呼ばせ方してるのよ。
Yeah, this time you can't actually blame her. Hasumi started calling her that on her own.
ユキだって憧れる気持ちは少なからずあるんじゃない？まだ持ってるなら試してみなって。絶対喜ぶはずだから。
そうかしら。
Sure enough, I just couldn't toss it out. Pretty sure it's still tucked away in my closet.
もしやるんだったら記念に写真送ってね。一生ネタにするから。
絶対嫌。
Looks like I've escaped the shaming for now, but instead I've been cursed with filthy erotic knowledge. Invited friend as, hey, why didn't you invite Saki?
これ、私が教えるまでもないんじゃない？
It's just really motivating to have you watching beside me. Near the end of summer break, Tsubaki has a one-on-one tutoring session with me as promised.
あらそう？チラチラ私の脇のあたり見てくるから集中できてないと思ったんだけれど。
I went with the armpits since I thought it'd be too obvious if I looked at your boobs, but I guess that was still too obvious, huh?
我慢できず、おっぱいの横のあたりまで目がいってたのまでバレてるわよ。
You're watching me that closely, huh?
その返しは反則技だから今後使用禁止ね。
You're not gonna deny it, huh?
おしゃべりしてないで勉強しなさい。
When the fuck did I turn off the webcam? Fuck. Yes, ma'am. Tsubaki has really gotten the hang of handling my antics. There's child's play to her now.
でもやっぱりちゃんと勉強しているのね。予備校で教えてる時も思ってたけど、どこがわからないかすぐ気づけるのは勉強している証よ。
I'm sure I'll like a reward for all my efforts, though.
本当にご褒美欲しい？
That throbs when Tsubaki looks at me with upturned eyes, seeming oddly bashful. Take what you can get. That's my mantra.
そう。
What's wrong? Your face is red. What is the sexual reward?
全部言わないの？やっぱりやめてもいいかしら？
If you give me a reward, it'll probably motivate me to work even harder.
じゃあ準備するから、私が呼ぶまで部屋の外出ててもらえる？
Okay. Tsubaki seemed thoroughly embarrassed. Just what exactly is she planning? Wait underneath the eaves of the hallway to shade myself from the hot summer sun. I wonder what it is. I'm so aroused. Tsubaki is inside preparing a sexy reward for me. Just can't help but feel excited. I can almost feel Tsubaki's eyes staring at me from our apartment. Atsuki's eyes staring at me from our apartment. Makes me feel like running away. Sorry for being such a naughty Nii-chan, Tsuki.
いいわよ。
Are you just peeking your face out? As I start to back out in sweat, Tsubaki opens the door ever so slightly and pokes her face out. Don't tell me you're already naked.
ちゃんと服着てるわよ。いいから後ろ向いて。早く。
What? Huh? Well, okay. Tsubaki covers my eyes and leads me inside. Can I look yet?
心の準備がいるのよ。って話すけど、いいって言うまで目開けちゃダメだからね。
Judging by the tone of her voice, I'm sure she'll actually get mad if I screw around, so I decide to wait as told. Just how long does she need to prepare herself? I'm not worried about how many deep breaths Tsubaki's taking.
いいわよ。
Now that Tsubaki's giving me a permission, I slowly open my eyes. I'm at a loss for words when I see Tsubaki in a most scandalous attire. I was wondering what sort of naughty outfit she was getting ready, but I didn't expect anything like this. It's a cosplay.
コスプレというか、これ私が昔着てた制服なの。
Her bust looks like it's about to bust out. Her midriff is exposed and her skirt looks like it's been rolled up to the point that her panties are showing.
どうかしら？
It's so sexy.
もっと他に感想ないの？
Love so much I want to make love to you right now.
そう。よかった。
The embarrassed Tsubaki breathes a sigh of relief. But why this?
この前、お店でピチフラさんたちに囲まれて。
Like, there's literally just a 2-letter difference between Tsuki and Tsubaki, so so I keep like messing up accidentally. The other day, wait, that's her line. They surrounded you.
エッチなことばかり聞いてくるから話そらそうとは。どうしたらユキくんが喜んでくれるか聞いたの。
They suggest uniform cosplay, huh? Good job, everyone. Oh, you're more than I could possibly ever give. The braids is superb too.
古臭いかと思ったんだけれど、なるべく学生気分でってアドバイスされたから、だいたいピチフラさんのアイデアなんだけれどね。
He just walks over to her console, turns it on, like opens the chat with Momoko, just like fucking thank you. Momoko just sitting there like, I see they're doing it. Is it just me or does that girl seem to think too much like a man?
お兄さんが2人もいるらしいから、その影響だって言ってたわ。
In any case, the Tsubaki standing before me gives off a pretty different impression from the photo of her student days I saw earlier. It's like she's gained an extra degree of sexiness. And your form looks really tight on you, though.
きついわ。特に胸が。卒業した時からそこまでサイズ違ってないはずなんだけれど。
Glad you grew up in the sticks. If you grew up here, you would have had a man thronging around you. You would have had men thronging around you, I mean.
たとえそうだったとしても、きっとユキくんじゃないと私はなびかなかったと思うわ。
Tsubaki, I don't think you can hold on much longer.
私に青春の思い出作らせてちょうだい。
Slowly approached the uniform Tsubaki and embraced her.
私、酔ってもないのにどうかしてたわ。
Please don't sober up the second you take off the uniform. Tsubaki took her uniform off immediately after sex, saying it'd be too embarrassing to take it to the cleaners. She's now sitting next to me, hanging her head.
でも、ユキくんの赤ちゃん欲しいのは本気だから、そこは勘違いしちゃダメよ。
Want to do one more time just to be safe?
それはダメ。欲しいは欲しいけれど、せめてユキくんの受験が終わるまでは、ほどほどにしておかなくちゃでしょ。
At this point, you're just as important to me as Suki is, so you don't have to worry so much about me.
それでも月ちゃんを超えられないのが妬ましいわね。
Tsubaki doesn't look as jealous as she suggests, as she gently snuggles up against me on the bed. Let's have uniform sex again sometime.
ユキくんが無事大学に合格して、卒業したらまたしてあげるわ。
I feel way more blessed now than if I simply prayed for academic success at a shrine. Talking is hard.
でしょ？それに、私も制服姿のユキくんとしてみたいから。
Want me to change my uniform right now?
卒業するまでは、なんだか犯罪集がするからダメよ。ただでさえ周りに、教え子に手を出した淫乱教師っていうレッテル貼られてるんだから。
Don't worry, everyone understands, so it's all good, right? And it's not like your coworkers have found out, right?
いえ、バレる前にもう言っておいたわ。そしたらなぜか、よくある話で片付けられてしまって。
Sounds like she pried too deeply into that. Sounds like it's something that has both happened several times before, and is still happening now. Must be a nice workplace where coworkers turn a blind eye to each other's private lives. Tsubaki, you're not cold, are you?
ユキくんの腕に温められているから、平気よ。
Please don't push your chest against me so much, it'll make me horny again.
ユキくんが喜んでくれるかと思って、わざとやっていたのに。
You really are getting good at comebacks, huh? At least you used to get flustered and blushy all the time. At first, you used to get flustered and blushy all the time.
さすがにこれだけ一緒にいたら、嫌でもなれるわよ。
Please stay with me forever.
言われなくっても。
Tsubaki embraces me tightly, unwilling to let go.
ユキくん、その、将来的な話になるけれど、結婚式してもいいかしら。
What do you ask?
だってほら、私の方は死ぬほど親戚いるけど、ユキくんには月ちゃんしかいないし、友達も少ないし。
I don't think you want to talk about having friends, Tsubaki.
私にはほら、ピチフラさんのようなオンラインフレンドがたくさんいるもの。
Well, I've gained more acquaintances lately who would come if I invited them. And I want to see you in a wedding dress too. That is, if you don't mind waiting until I've earned the money to pay for it.
もし私が結婚したら、うちの実家が喜んで全部出してくれるって言ってたから、お金のことは心配しなくていいわよ。
Just how worried were they about their daughter dying single?
もう孫のための貯金までしているくらいだから、一人娘も大変なのよ。
I'm starting to get even more scared about greeting your parents now.
うちの両親に限って言えばまだマシだけど、秋のおばさんあたりが出張ってくると面倒ね。まず間違いなく親戚一同待ち構えているのは確定だけど。
In that case, I'll gain a resistance to Aki before then.
ねえ、ゆきくん。
Tsubaki gently touches my
あ
cheek.
りがとうね。こんな私を好きになってくれて。
That's my line.
私、今とっても幸せだわ。人生の中で一番幸せ。
Hug Tsubaki tight while she's still naked. I'm sorry, Tsubaki, now I just said something like that. I can't restrain myself.
もう、雰囲気台無しじゃないの。
After giving me a wry smile, Tsubaki gives me a kiss on the lips. I love you, Tsubaki. With all my heart.
じゃあ、ゆきくんの愛を証明してみせて。
We then tumble onto the bed and tangle our bodies together. The ending doesn't seem too good, so I'm just like gonna talk over it. Certainly not on the level of the opening. Anyways, the fact that this is already the ending credits worries me, because that means that potentially the actual routes could be done in a single video each. Which is worrying. Yeah, they even like used some CGs twice because there were probably some CGs for her where she's naked. I don't know why, but she like in that CG, she gives off weird Date Alive vibes, and I don't know why. Around the time when the harsh cold of winter starts to calm down and give way to the start of spring. A small church in a town far up north from where I live, by the snow still line the streets.
お待たせ、ゆきくん。
Beautiful. Oh. Tsubaki comes out of the waiting room wearing a pure white wedding dress.
どうかしら。
There's nothing more beautiful in this world.
それ、試着の時も同じこと言ってたじゃないの。
Even if I said it 100 times, my impression won't change. Not long after I passed my college entrance exams, Tsubaki's parents pushed for us to have our wedding ceremony without waiting for me to become a proper working adult. When I first went to greet Tsubaki's parents, her mother had the same exact air to her, but her father seemed totally whipped. Just as expected, tons of her relatives were waiting for us. But the punchline was that Aki was the most difficult of them all.
本当に、今こうしているのも夢みたいだわ。
Want me to pinch your ass cheeks to prove it's not a dream?
なんでほっぺたじゃなくてお尻なのよ。
People would wonder what happened if a bride came out with the red cheeks, wouldn't they?
発想がよくある DV 夫のそれね。怖いわ。
We joke around as usual as the two of us wait for the ceremony to begin. Want to practice now while we still got the chance?
もう何度目よ。ゆきくん、柄にもなく緊張しているのね。
Wow, it's because the ceremony is not just for me.
私を一生幸せにしてくれる？
Do Tsubaki. Gently lift Tsubaki's veil as we wear our love for each other. I was going to hold back on actually kissing her until the real ceremony, but Tsubaki jumps the gun and steals my lips. Gotta jump into the gun now, we must be nervous too, huh?
さて、
Tsubaki spins around in a dress like a little girl.
ゆきくん、お手。
Oh, now that brings me back. Remember the time Tsubaki had let me sleep in her lap as I held out my hand? She then places my hand on her
ど
stomach.
うかしら。
About
お
what?
腹の中にいる私たちの子供の鼓動、ゆきくんも感じる？まだちょっと小さすぎてわからないかもしれないけれどね。
Definitely can't feel anything yet.
あら、せっかくサプライズとしてゆきくんにだけ秘密にしてたのに、そんなに驚かないのね。
Well, after all that Ross creamed by sex we had, I thought it took long enough I thought it took long enough if any. What, you told everyone?
そっちに驚くのね。だってほら、いろいろ準備もあるでしょ。月ちゃんとか母さんにはもう報告済みよ。
And to see Tsubaki's smile makes me skip the stage of shock and.
ちょっと、そんな大声出したらお腹にいる赤ちゃんがかわいそうでしょ。
Sorry, I was just overwhelmed with emotion.
ゆきくんいつも頑張ってしてくれたものね。嬉しいのはわかるわ。私だって早く言いたくってしょうがなかったくらいだもの。
So that's why the ceremony was pushed up. You got the whole family to try and intimidate me, you sly dog.
まだまだ私の方がお姉さんなのに、散々ゆきくんにはからかわれてきたからね。
Tsubaki's smile is just so precious right now. Can't handle
バ
it.
ッキー、そろそろみたいよ。おじさん向こうで待ってるから。つばきお姉さん、綺麗です。素敵です。
あら、ありがとうね、月ちゃん。
So at the church, I see Tsubaki's father trembling nervously. We're about to begin. Will he be okay? Okay, Tsubaki. I'll be waiting inside, okay?
ゆきくん、今日は一緒に頑張りましょうね。
Step forward before the smiling Tsubaki and enter the wedding hall where everyone's waiting for me, the bridegroom. There and Baki gain achievement unlocked. The fuck?
恋愛借りちゃいました。
Extra. I'm actually surprised because I remember. Hold on, like actually. She just straight up has no CG. That's actually kind of funny. Also, like these have like two more, one more. Only 6. 2 of which are from the common route. I guess here too. And here too. Here too. So I guess it's fair. But still. Poor Saki. Because here's the thing. I'll just spoil it real quick because I saw a CG for her. So I'm guessing that's going to be like the final CG after the mini after in the fan disc. Which if that's the case, I take back what I said earlier about the about the fan disc thing. While I would want more for those two, I'll take that ending for her. I think you can guess what it is. So I'll just say it. Her like her happy family and all that. That's nice. Anyways, music. That's her theme. Her sound. Her theme. Just. That's for her. Tsubaki's. That's Emi. That's the ending. That's the opening. That's their theme. What's Yumino again? Like I know Aki. Oh, Yumino was the little sister, wasn't it? The other guy. Took his theme, main theme. How cool are we? Rip. You know, it makes sense that that soundtrack is called Rip. Oh, there's a sprite. Whoops, there's a sprite thing. No, that. Don't just play the Rip. I want something actually good. I don't know. Oh, that's nice. Let's just have that going. Pose. Huh, actually surprised. She only has 2 poses. And more hairstyles in that pose. Outfits, I mean. I guess I shouldn't be looking through these yet, since we'll probably still yet to see him. That. I actually far prefer her with her hair down. That's far better, man. Ah, yes, she's prepared for the roleplay. Okay, like that, she just looks hella drunk. And that one's just a no. That one's just a yabbit. If you catch my drift there. Anyways, so yeah. Oh, it's Tsubaki's round. I guess if that's supposed to be like, I heard that apparently like the side routes are like way short, maybe like only like 1 scene. Meaning I'll probably like pump Saki's and Momoko's routes in the same video, which I'll just go ahead and save for now. Right now will be next part. So I guys look forward to that. You guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye bye.